everybody? Happy Wednesday. You guys know what time it is. We
It's
got
time.
Guilty Ear number 16 coming at you hot,
This is a
featuring Swiss. You know and love it.
this is a big one too. What do we got? 58 people? Something
Yeah,
crazy.
something crazy like that. It's high 50s. We had like 61 signed up originally before, check-in started, but like absolutely one of our biggest ones we've had so far.
We have a lot of we got a lot of first timers. Big mega welcome to the first timers. You know, and then we also have some real tough people in here. We got classics, people who've won before like Lolo and Damasaur. We've got we have Meat, who's also won before, but we have a new competitor who's very likely to give them a run for their money. You might know them, DM Danny, the Kai player. Kai
Probably
extraordinaire.
the highest ranked player we've had at one of these. So we'll see if the home talent can defend the turf or not.
Oh, for sure. And Danny's crazy. I've played them in tournament a bunch of times, and it's just they have a way of just dismantling you so fast. And you do like two things, and they go, "I know what kind of player you are," and then just absolutely wreck you. So this should be fun. But we're gonna
Yeah, I'm
start off.
super excited.
We're gonna start off with a fun match. We're gonna have Hybrid Civic, the crazy chip with the wacky fun mix-ups, versus Lawlet. I believe one of our newer players joining, so this should be a fun time. Gives them a chance to kind of see themselves on stream.
Absolutely. For anyone who is new to watching or unfamiliar with the Swiss format, how it works is everyone who enters is guaranteed at least 5 sets. You will always play someone either with your record or as close to your record as possible. So at the beginning of the tournament, like we seed it, and then everyone's 0-0. But then everyone who has one win will play each other, and then everyone who lost the first round will play each other. And every match should be pretty competitive, especially by like the third round or so. So it's just really good practice, no
Yeah,
matter what your skill level.
for sure. And if you're the nice part is when you're brand new, right? Normally when you're into a double elim tournament, you get matched up against Danny round one, and you go. And I'm not speaking from experience or anything. I am, but you go, oh man, I gotta play Danny, and then I'm gonna be on my last life already. But in here, it's like, oh cool, I get a chance to play a strong player, and then I have 4 more rounds to just keep playing other people. That's fun, you know. And what better warm up, right, than to play a super strong player, than to go to someone maybe a pinch less strong, and then you just go, well, crap. If I can block a Lolo mix up, I can block Falco main 420s mix up. We're waiting on Hybrid and Lawlet to find their way to the room. See what's going on there. They both thumbs up though, so
Yeah, definitely should be inbound.
should be. How's everyone's week going? How's everyone doing?
Oh, they're getting the
Oh.
old failed to connect message.
Yee.
Gotta love Arxis, you guys. No, luckily, we should be having a patch that hits midnight tonight or something like that.
Yeah, I think they are gonna have a few more adjustments changing. Ooh, Hybrid tried restarting the game as well. Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh boy. Okay. This is this is the game we play. That's okay though. This gives a lot of time for people to kind of
Oh, it
start
looks like
playing.
a lot of other people are getting failed to connect to their room matches. So,
Mm.
Ugh.
Mm. uh, it's Wednesday. No, it's fine. It'll be okay. Nice slow start gives us a chance to talk, hang out with everybody. Patience is indeed a virtue. I know it's so funny. Everybody's Twitch name is always different from their Start GG and their Discord name. I know Flimsy Coyote has told us their name before. Coyote, what's your in-game name? I know we've talked to you before, I swear. Yeah, oh my god, Hybrid. Okay, yeah, duh. It doesn't help you have the most different name. You know, I joked about this with another TO. I was asking for advice once. We were joking about how, you know, person on StarGG, their name is like Bug Squasher 26. Then in Discord, their name is, you know, Martin Scorsese fan 249996. And then you get into the game and their name is like Bicycle, and you're just like, how am I supposed to? How do I find you? Yeah, if it still doesn't work, I can try to remake the room hybrid.
Yeah, unfortunately, like you said, this is the game we play. Yeah, let's just try to remake the room.
Cool, sounds good. And worst case scenario, I'll restart. Alright. Give it another shot there. We'll get this.
Do you by chance have like a VPN or anything on?
No.
Okay, because yeah, like oddly enough, like it's never done this before either, but it's saying your region is West Coast and you're definitely East Coast.
That is very funky. We live 20 minutes from each other in Michigan. Oh, Guilty Gear's getting fun. It's so weird. I didn't even know it told you.
Yeah, I'm also getting failed to connect to room now.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, dang.
Yeah, Quentin. We're Michigan. We're Michigan. All right. I'm gonna try something weird. See if this fixes it. Oh no, I wasn't at ComboCon. Sorry. I heard a lot of people were though. Okay, okay, here we go. We're gonna enter East Coast, then we're gonna quit. And then we're gonna go to network. And we're gonna play our match. Okay. Alright. Remade the room again. Try it. If it doesn't work, I'll restart my game. Because I restarted my game before this, but... And the thing is, though, I even have it set up to where it should be all regions. Yeah, region setting, all regions, platform, all platform, all the good stuff.
Well, okay, so now it says East Coast.
But still same error.
But it's still struggling.
All right. Close this window.
So, damn. This might be RIP.
Could be. I'd really, really, really hate for that though.
Me too.
We'll get this.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah. Give it a minute. We'll get this working. And once it starts working once, I'm sure it'll work the rest of the night without any problems.
Yep. And then the patch is going to have secret sin buffs that they forgot to tell us about, and they're actually nerfing Happy Chaos, and everything will be great.
Yeah. I mean, although when you first read it, you're like, hey, whoa, they're improving these characters and stuff, but I was saying this even before Sajan was talking about today. This is like a bug fix patch. This is like we want our game systems to working as intended patch, and kind of like tightening things up before they make any big changes. Patch, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, create my own room. 125521. And winner state. Okay, room type normal. All regions. Don't. Okay. Platform. All platform. Cool. Alright.
No, insta failed. Holy crap.
Well, I don't even have the room up yet, so.
Oh, well.
Oh my gosh, that's unfortunate, Faye. Oh, that's weird that it paired you guys up again too. A lot of the seating changed too, so it's a little random. Oh yeah, Envy. I'm sorry, Lucario. You get a second.
Yeah, there are now two of your rooms, and one is East Coast and one's West Coast.
Mine should be the East Coast one.
Insta failed, so it's the
Uh.
West Coast one. Oh,
Wait. Because I. Alright, do you want to try hosting the room?
sure.
Just keep it 125521, the classic. Yikes, this is,
Do you have to set the rules in customize, or once you get in there?
You set it in, hold on, you go to create your own room, and then it'll have the settings.
Okay.
You want region, all region, normal, winter stays, and then, 2 rounds to victory, and the rest kind of doesn't matter. And search ID, manual ID, and then that'll let you do it. Yeah, Elijah, that's the there are some characters too, like when you're playing against them and you get hit with something, you're like, oh darn, that stinks. But then when you don't get hit against them, it's it's like not a big deal. But Faust and a few other characters make you feel so like when you get hit by them, when you're like trying to attack them, it makes you just feel like that kind of, oh, I shouldn't have gotten hit by that, or that kind of gives you that feeling, you know? I relate to that. Even the Faust mirror feels like that, because you're like, I should have known you could crawl this move, because you can, all my moves are crawlable, but at the same time, you can't just use 2H and basically any 2 move all day, so it's interesting.
Create room. Alright.
Room created?
Room is created. Let's see if that works.
It still has, I can search my own room. That's funny. Okay.
Alright, you're in here.
Hey, let me connect.
Hey, Hybrid's here.
Alright, cool. Alright, looks like we're going to be hosting a Nexus Forest today.
Welcome to the trees, everybody.
The trees. Okay, we're going to get this going. Alright. Lawlet, if you're listening, come on down. Oh boy. And yeah, Elijah, if you ever want to like obviously not during the tournament, but if you ever want some if you ever want to work on some Faust matchup knowledge, things like that, let me just hit me up. I'm a Faust player. I can share some secrets. Oh my gosh, we're gonna see Guilty Gear on the stream. This is nuts.
I know, what a wild concept, you guys.
Let's switch these guys.
Alright, I'm pumped. I'm
Alright.
ready. I was so sad. I thought it was not working.
I've been edged enough. Alright, so Chip versus Leo. It's funny, this matchup's kind of it's one of Chip's not favorites, just because Leo has so many good defensive options, and their kind of burst play options are very good. They can just burst out wacky big damage, so your neutral against them has to be a little more careful.
Yeah, I think careful is definitely the right word there. Like, also has such a good DP, like, hits very hard, can do back turn stance, and, like, hit you with a counter.
Ooh, got the BRC. And Lawlet really showing some restraint. No DP so far, which I really like.
Saving it for when it matters, but Hybrid definitely can convert off that, getting Rekka into super through the wall for the win.
That's right, that's right. Alright, what's the round start? Both players just kind of chilling.
I don't know, that seemed aggressive on Lawlet's part, and I liked it.
Yeah. Oh.
Don't even let the get going.
Lawlet went with the jump read there. Ooh, that's a big damage.
Massive damage, putting Hybrid right in the corner there.
Let's see. Ooh, one burst bait, and this is a little scary. Waits it out. I like it. Throws in the middle. Alright, Lawlet gonna bust it
Good
out?
burst.
Oh, it didn't follow up.
Oh, okay, good stuff. I think Lawlet wanted a YRC there and got blue because Hybrid didn't actually have anything hitting.
Yeah. But now this is tricky. Lawlet, both players probably not likely to build a burst, but if one is it's gonna be Lawlet. And now
Yeah, this was it was looking really good for Hybrid at the end of the last round, but things could be turning around here. Oh, but that wacky stuff we were talking about.
I think they messed up that 2K, because if you RC that throw and you do 2K after, it does kind of like this weird sort of like slam into the ground. Oh, no whiff punish. Oh, good interrupt. Oh, it's so close, but you gotta be careful. Yeah, keep it easy. Keep it simple. That's such an important concept too for newer players, is like a lot of times when your opponent's low health, you want to throw out your biggest thing out there that has the biggest chance of hitting them and things like that. But in reality, you just need a small move. You don't need... Usually your big moves come with a risk or something along those lines, but reality, you just need a little poke.
Right, and like those big hard-hitting moves, like yes, those are the ones you really want. But those, you don't get those for free. You have to earn those with your little hits and your spacing and your movement and your neutral.
Yeah. Where if Leo has like a sliver of health left, you don't need chip like Zanse Roga. You just need a P. Little punch. Ooh. Alright, fast burst from Lawlet. I don't know why, I was watching the Walking Dead gameplay videos the other day, and I forgot about the Kenny will remember that stuff. That's what I think of there. It's like, alright, you watch your opponent burst at the start, you should be mentally thinking, you know, I will remember that. No way. Alright, that works. I can't believe...
And you know, both players kind of like saving the DP for the important moments.
Save it for nationals.
Multi-tournament conditioning.
Oh yeah, I would have gotten grabbed there, but Lawlet's very willing to swing on these exchanges. So if I'm Hybrid, I think I would start mixing more frame traps and meaties into my approach here.
Fortunate.
Are we gonna see it? Oh yeah, they're gonna go for this fancy dancy mix-up.
The Hybrid.
Oh,
I love it.
Okay, Fiddle Blade is. I'd definitely rather see the super through the wall there, but I guess keeping the meter for like a RC is good. Okay.
It's okay. That combo is some nonsense. That's the kind of combo that like gives you momentum going into the rest of bracket.
A Barre close slash. Yeah, that's what I saw. That when Hybrid crossed up, but then Leo just turns around and headbutts him out of the air. I was like, stop it. I think our friend Lawlet here has a similar problem to our friend Oven earlier, where I think sometimes, I know it's chip, right, and it's a bit scary just to block, but sometimes you gotta block a little more, and we haven't seen a wake up DP yet either.
True.
Sometimes, don't be wrong, it's like people think wake up DP is bad. No, it's just it has to be calculated. And sometimes, and every once in a while, then you mix in a dumb one just because.
Your dumb one's only dumb if you don't know why it's dumb. As soon as you know why it's dumb, it can be smart.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Okay.
Alright. Big wall break here from Lawlet. Gonna have positive bonus going into this, but Hybrid sitting with the tension and the burst.
Positive bonus, hard knockdown, and chooses to watch for DP or wake up super or something.
Oh, that's misinput.
Yep. Yeah.
If anyone's gonna hero burst, it's Hybrid. He truly is the hero.
Oh yeah, I think it's not a bad option because you get in that position, you got so much spacing. Oh,
BRC's right into it.
Yeah, if Hybrid wins this round, they'll probably get burst back in time in the final round. So it's a risk, but you know they're betting on themselves. All right, chooses to back up.
I think if that burst was like a second earlier, it might have pushed him in the corner. I think that's might have been what he's going for.
That had to have been close slash, I'm guessing. I also haven't seen Lawlet go for any grabs yet, so.
Yeah, that's actually one of Leo's like important mix-ups. Without that threat, it's a lot easier to deal with. Oh.
All right. I think Hybrid's got to delete that string against this opponent. That close slash is just
Great
catching
drop.
it every time.
What a comeback.
Paulie's a fan.
Lollet on the board.
All right. Lala took a game. So for those who don't know about the Swiss format too, every game is important, right? So if you can even get one win, that'll help you with your tiebreakers later. For players on the lower end, that can mean the difference between, like, let's say 25th and 30th, right? Is that one win can do it. For players at the top end, that one game during your loss could mean the difference between top 12 and not. So
Yeah, I think I forgot to mention earlier, the 12 best records at the end will move on to a bracket with the top 4 being in winners, bottom 8 being in losers side. And that's where those points really come in, and that's kind of what you're fighting for. Last week we did have a couple of close tiebreakers that were decided by game counts and head-to-head. So, like you said, every single game matters.
yeah. And and Hybrid's made the adjustments now. And but the thing is, though, you also saw ever since Lollet presented the DP option, Hybrid had like chosen at least 1 or 2 moments to like be careful of it, right? And didn't get the cool punish there, right? The cool kids punish, but still they were conscious of it, and you can take advantage of that and steal turns with that.
Yeah, Lollet's doing a really good job when they do get a hit of like making sure they're doing massive damage. Like that's kind of how they're eking out these wins, because they're putting Hybrid in a situation where he has to be extremely careful and gets wrong one time and he loses.
Yeah. One habit I'd love to see Hybrid start building is like really taking notice of these burst spots, because I mean, there's definitely been a clear burst pattern here, but I think that'll do it.
I think that makes him up 2-1.
No, that's 3-1.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I forgot I was attending to a server issue chat matter.
No, you're good. You're good. Good stuff to Hybrid, taking that 3-1, and good stuff to Lollet. Yeah, I think the next step in Lollet's journey is a little bit of defensive patience and a little bit of training those DPs. But
yeah,
they showed some cool stuff. That one combo, I think it was game 2, I want to say.
2.
Yeah, game 2, they took it like 3/4 of the screen and wall broke with super. That was nice.
Yeah. And they got some really nice matches to go back and look at. I think there was some good stuff for both of those players, actually. Stuff that they did well that they should definitely try to keep doing more of. Stuff that, very clear spots where you can go like, okay, I need to stop doing this.
Yeah, for sure. And I can change the stream to there. So, while we're waiting, actually, I think pretty much everyone's going to be done because... But I think the server issues...
We have one match that is also happening right now because of the server issues as well.
Quentin and Stale Jello. That's a godlike name. I love Stale Jello.
Shout outs to Shrugs, our boy. Their tag is like an emoji.
Yeah, right here. If you're matched up against them and you're having trouble finding them, I added Shrugs to their nickname. So in Discord, So the first round, you're going to see usually a lot of 3-0s, just because the way it works is it will follow seeding for this first round. So a lot of the times someone very good will get matched up, maybe against someone towards the lower end, or maybe if someone up with an unknown skill set. But DM Danny taking their first round. Meat had to DQ for this round, so JC takes it.
Meat was not having anything with the servers tonight, so...
Oh, they bounced?
They will not be joining us, but we got everybody else.
All right.
We got Namasaur taking it 3-0 over Malachite, Lolo 3-0 over Squash Durian. We got a lot of 3-0s this round, kind of like you were saying before. That's pretty expected.
Yeah. We got 2 past winners. Suicune with a couple of top 3s, I believe, and same with Suno winner as well.
Yeah,
so
Suicune getting second last week.
So we got a bunch of strong people there. Kiet, really good Axel player, taking it 3-1 over Mina Q. Who else we got here? Alan the Cavalier, who surprised us last week. Some of these players are known in some circles, but not known in others. And then they come to your turn. You're like, oh, I don't know this person. Then they just start doing stuff. And you're like, oh boy.
Liam is here. Definitely want to get them on stream at some point. Love me some Bridget.
Oh yeah. There's always we're lightly biased towards the Bridget Faust gameplay. So, but yeah. Who else we got? Rex taking it 3-0 over Shrugs. Okay, let's go Rex. I actually did some VOD review with Rex. If you want to see the notes I had for them, I posted them in the advice, I think our advice column. So that's one thing I want to get started too is, you know, if you're learning or whatever and you're just like, man, I don't know where to start from next, you know, this whole point of this tournament is it's a good place to practice, a good place to play, you know, and it's prizeless by design, right? You get on the top 8 graphic and if you win, you get to be on the front page of next week's tournament. That's about it. We don't want people to feel like there's money on the line. I gotta take this mega seriously. One of this place that people can play and have a good time. But
our goal is to get you like high quality matches.
Exactly. And that's why we actually considered switching over to the Swiss format first, because the 0-2 problem, right? It's the classic fighting game conundrum. You know, you enter a tournament, you set aside your night for it, you go 0-2, and you go, well, that was... It's not a fun time. But over time, you keep going, and eventually you get 1-2. But with Swiss, you get matched with people closer and closer to your skill level as the rounds go on, no matter what. So you're eventually going to get some good high quality matches. You know, maybe you make a new Guilty Gear friend, or maybe a new Guilty Gear enemy, but you have someone to play against. And usually you'll find someone who plays your character, but plays it just a pinch better. But speaking of that, we're going to round 2. Let's pick out a good match.
Yeah, this is another fun thing with Swiss is that we get to pick every single match.
Let's pick some people we haven't seen before. That way, later when we get to some of the topper people, we'll see them a bunch.
So I have a slightly opposite thought at the moment.
Ooh, what's your opposite thought?
We have a rare Danny Damasaur.
This early?
Yeah, because they're both 1-0 at the moment.
And all right. Yeah, that'll work. Let's do it. I mean, there's a good chance this could be our grand finals tonight.
Right.
Damasaur won last week, our first soul to do it. And Damasaur's crazy. Very good at... Damasaur is one of those people who's kind of mastered all the different playstyles and can switch to it on a dot. They're very able to be like, if you've ever played Injustice, Bane has a Venom meter where you can juice up the Venom, and then his moveset gets better and different, and you can play him more degen and a little bit however you like it. Damasaur can click on the Solium, juice up, and just be like, I'm going to DP twice. I'm going to send it with Volcanic Vortex, and then immediately cut it off and go, neutral, patience, calm. So it should be a fun time. This should be a very fun match. Let's see if some other exciting matches we got queued up here. We have an Axel mirror right here. Kiet versus Noisette. That'll be pretty fun. I think I would say they're pretty close in skill level, from what I've seen. Maybe advantage Kiet, but we'll see. We've got... Who else is pretty exciting? Okay, yeah. So if Meat's... Here, I'll just DQ Meat now. So Squashed is good. Yeah. Nushinator... We haven't seen Nushinator in a few weeks, but they get to play Suno winner, so that should be another pretty fun match as well.
Yeah, that's another crispy one.
All right, Danny and... All right, this is oh god, the auras are matching up. Vamos a
yeah, I'm hype. I'm glad I get to see this one. We got the Kai versus Soul, the classic is Goku versus Vegeta.
I mean, oh yeah, I didn't even think about it this way. Damasaur, one of the best Souls NA. Danny, right now is definitely
probably the best Kai NA.
Best Kai NA, maybe Fern close second, and then one of the best players NA. You could argue top 5 for sure with how they've been performing. But let's see. So Danny's done a good job of getting Damasaur to the corner here. Let's see. Spends the burst early. Oh, no big combo. Unfortunate.
Yeah, just slightly misspacing that walk back and getting clipped by the 2K, but sometimes it's like hard because I have to like comprehend these guys are such high level players.
they're going to be doing these things for a lot of these things for a reason a layer deeper than usually what we go for.
Yeah, Danny lets me call him a high-level player and then just triple charged us, so what do I know?
Well, that's the thing, though, right? It's kind of how you fight. I'm sure Danny and Damasaur have played before. Damasaur is this player who, like I said, can switch between these styles, but there are counters to these styles, right? So if you catch him in a very soul mood, then the triple overhead's gonna work. But
yeah, hitting him with the old optimal, ride the lightning through the wall, massive advantage Danny right here.
Oh, Damasaur with a minor drop. Let's see.
Okay, I'll say rare miss. I think he was just spending so long on defense, he finally got it and it just sucks to drop there.
Oh, the call out. It's okay. You gotta eat the RC. Backs up. Ooh, the Kai special. Oh, that was so meaty. The active frames were so good on that. All right, Danny takes round 1. Damasaur definitely showing signs of life there. Let me adjust these names. I just realized.
Oh, yeah.
I always forget once a set, or once a tournament at least. And then I will get Danny's team acronym up there as well.
Alright, so different round start there. Damasaur going for a nice Bandit Bringer, but Danny calling it out and just like running straight underneath. Like, especially those moves that put you in a fixed trajectory downwards from the air. It's really effective to just run underneath them.
Yeah. Danny's so good at placing their DPs as well. Like, look at this. Danny's very willing to DP when they have meter, just because they know they can RC it on block.
Until tomorrow.
Ooh. Oh, spending the burst. This is a little risky against Soul, because any solid hit from Soul will do this. But Danny looking at the risk reward. They got 2 meters. They're figuring I can probably make a play here. Ooh. Oh.
Great escape out of the corner from Damasaur there. That made it like he didn't want to get into a RC war, like an awkward burst war. Like, he just kind of got out of there, but he did it in a way that made it like tricky.
Yeah. You do not want to be in an RC war with Kai having more meter in the corner. You're going to have to eat something gross. Ooh, the hard knockdown, too. All right. There's clean stuff.
Yeah, this match is all Damasaur. Coming in with the safe jump there. Danny, though, big escape out of the corner here.
Choosing to break the
wall.
wall.
Both of them with positive meter. This is kind of like one chance left for Danny here.
Yeah, Danny still has a burst for in case of emergency, break the burst, and gets a gold burst out of it too. Really well placed. But Damasaur catching those recovery frames.
I'm actually pretty surprised there was no RC after the hop in from Danny on that one, but
ooh, true.
Maybe he's like, he sees I have a full bar. There's no way he is not expecting, or he's expecting anything other than an RC here, so I can probably get away with it for free type of like next level thing.
True, and sometimes when you're spacing at these at certain distances too, and something whiffs or just doesn't hit the way you expected it to, sometimes your brain is waiting for that trigger to do the thing, and then it just doesn't because it doesn't see it. Ooh, good jab.
Good corner switch. But Danny, very good at fighting his way out.
See, Kai has I would say above average approaches in the air and on the ground, but Soul 5K is so pesky for anyone trying to approach in the air, because it always hits exactly where most characters want to be. Ooh, Volcanic Viper does about a half of your life. Ooh, I like that. It looked like it was going to grab, but then went for the 5K.
Yeah. The momentum has been firmly in Damasaur's hands for like the last 3 rounds or so. Wow, what a call out.
Damasaur definitely gathering some info that first round, and they're definitely, and like I said, they pulled out a different card. Now they're playing a completely different playstyle.
3 out of 3 DPs have hit from Danny so far.
A little too hard on the Solium right there. Okay. Yeah, we're going hard in the Solium. Alright, nice.
Burst back on the table though.
Into burst base? Okay, no, they kind of played the advanced mind game of I should burst base here, so I'm just gonna go for a whack. Oh, Danny expected that the combo, but the rest of that followed up just right. Oh.
You can cancel this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't think Dom expected him to jump in that fast afterwards. He probably was like, okay, he's gonna like walk up and then walk backwards or something, you know?
The robbery, the good comeback from Danny there. Air-to-air trade, still about even. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh no, RC after the Stone Dipper. That's a good call out from Danny because it's if you can not RC after that when your opponent fully expects you to, then you get, you know, free 50. Oh god, that's so much damage and the hard knockdown. This is gonna be tricky to deal with. Yeah.
Oh, you can see the burst coming out even before. Yeah, good composition from Danny, managing to take that one back from what looked like a very commanding game one for Damasaur.
Yeah. Danny made such a good adjustment midway there. Really kind of got a hold of Damasaur's rhythm and started going, okay, I think I see now I need to adjust this way. And this is what a lot of high-level Guilty Gear comes down to. Figuring out your opponent's rhythm, what they want to do, and having a countermeasure or a counter play style ready for that. And then there's some players who have such a unique rhythm, like Hotashi, where you actually have to have almost have to have a specific game plan for them, just because they play so unlike anyone. Right, let's see. Danny up 2-1. Okay, goes for the Oh. All right, let's see. I like that. Damasaur using 2S to try and either catch an approach and it can be used as a whiff bait too. You whiff that button, maybe Danny tries an option and Soul Bad Guy can react, but... Ooh. Oh, no whiff punish, unfortunate. Wait, what happens? Okay, keeping it safe. Minus 1,000.
And still managing to catch up in time to punish the Ride the Lightning.
Yeah. Fun fact for those at home, if your opponent whiffs Ride the Lightning, it's minus, I could be slightly off, but it's definitely, the first part's definitely right, minus 99, I believe. Which is absolutely hilarious. You have all the time in the world. Nice air to air. Damasaur's, ooh, I love that. I love that mix-up. Yeah. Danny knew once that Vapor Thrust came out, they'd be able to RC it too. Which can be a little bit of a tell in itself. Ooh, okay, RC.
Huge wild throw. It's going to be like one burst chance here. He's going to get the bait or he's going to hold on.
Yeah. I think realistically, Danny's not going to hero burst here.
Yeah, I doubt it.
But the lower this life bar gets, the higher the chance. Oh no! Another burst baited.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
And Danny takes it. Wow. Came down to a couple baited bursts and some clutch moments. Ooh.
Absolutely.
Really good stuff to both players. And I mean, it was 3-1, but Damasaur kept most of those really close or very, very scary. Danny
yeah, I don't think this will be the last time these two players see each other this tournament.
No. Low health Danny is a whole different level of scary. See, all those... I mean, that's the classic, right? Players on their last stock in Smash or with low health in fighting games, they just turn into this new solid player where it's like, I cannot lose this bit of health. And you're like, I can't find that hit. And Kai is so good at, like, that sort of mid-range poke. I'm going to keep doing my stuff to you, and it's you got to find your way in, even though I'm at low health. And it's just like, man, come on now. Leave me alone. Let me just punch you. But good stuff. I think Damasaur's gonna, take some mental notes here. I think I think by the time if they play again, I think they'll know, okay, Danny really likes to DP when they have meter because it's so safe. So maybe there could be like a run forward dash back option. But against Danny, you're gonna have to your acting has to be on point. You're gonna have to make those look super convincing. That was something I actually was talking to Rex about. Was a lot of I was reviewing some matches with Rex, and they were getting their DPs baited from far away. I'm like, you have to believe in it, right? You have to wait until you see the white of their eyes, and that's something Danny's been really good with, is like just choosing these great DP spots, and then once they get that DP, they flip the momentum instantly. Like they just know.
Yeah, and having to apply that extra layer to the mental stack of your opponent can be literally like the game-winning thing. That they could mess something else up later, or that could allow you to capitalize in a situation that they might have had more time to look out for or react to before, but because they're worried about your DP, it changes things.
Yeah. When you add that and people start waiting, and then when you become very, very good, you can tell by the flow of the match, like, all right, they're going to go up and try to do something DP safe. And then you go, I'm just going to steal my turn back. And then you do it, and it's so frustrating. You're like, you DP'd the last 3 times I did this exact same thing. Why now? It's... But anyways, let's take a look at how the rest of these matches are shaking up. Hybrid, who played on stream last time, taking it 3-1 over Rat Disciple. Good stuff there. Squeegee taking it 3-0 over Rex. Ooh, that's surprising. Rex is a pretty strong player. Kiet taking it 3-0 over Noisette. Whew.
Yeah. Suicune, Phantasm, both great players. Phantasm able to take a game off Suicune.
Oh yeah, Phantasm was another one of those players we talked about where, they're known in their corners, but maybe not all over the place just yet. And then they came here 2 weeks ago, I want to say, or something along those lines, and just tore up a lot of great players. And I went, oh my gosh, who's this Phantasm person? It's pretty great.
Fantastic.
Sari taking it over our current resident Faust. We always have a rotating door of Faust here. Yuo as our resident Faust, taking it 3-2 over them, real close. Who else do we got going on here? Let's see. Oh yeah,
taking it 3-1 over Jas.
Oh, that's true. Jas made top 12 last time, and they were like, I didn't expect to make it here. I have to go. I don't have time. Fat's prediction they'd go 0-5. Definitely not coming true. A little bit of imposter syndrome coming out there. Let's see who else we got here. Where is Lolo? Oh, yeah. Lolo taking it 3-0 over Jeek. I'm going to say Jeek. Until corrected. Let's see. The €1 Kiet's combos give you enough time to eat dinner. Yeah, some of the new Kai combos, or not Kai, new Axel combos, they can go on for a while. They're pretty, they're really cool. I'm a fan.
Yeah, I think it gives them a little extra fun, like, it feels good to hit buttons.
Yeah. Let's see, who's left? We have JB versus Scythe Mark, and then Kisama versus Nine Toes. I have a funny story about Nine Toes. A few weeks ago, they entered a beginner tournament, and in one of the little TO corners we're in, a lot of people were. One of the bracket runners was like, "Hey, how good is Nine Toes? I don't see too much on their record for Start GG, and I've never heard of them before. Are they and they're just on the border of like where we accept people. Are they too good?" And we were all like, "Huh, I don't know." So we started checking the normal sources. We couldn't find anything, and we went on like this funny witch hunt for Nine Toes, and we're like, "Oh well, it's whatever." Then all of a sudden, I see Nine Toes enter our tournament. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, guys, Nine Toes is here!" And they're like,
the famous.
And they're like, "You're gonna have to tell us how good they are." And then we saw Nine Toes. I saw Nine Toes join a different tournament too, and I went, "Oh, there's Nine Toes there." So for a short time, there was a mini meme in the TO community where it's like, "Can you spot Nine Toes?" Just curious, are they having any server issues or?
That's what I'm trying to see.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Because it looks like there might have just been like a time-based hiccup, of course, right when we start. And now it's kind of smoothing out a bit. And then I'll show you guys the standings so far. But keep in mind, since the standings will always look a bit funky before the very final round. So keep that in mind. Alright, so people who are 2-0 right now is actually exactly our top 12. We've got Lakey, Medici, Suno Winner, Squeegee, Lolo, Danny, Kiet, Liam, Majestic, Suicune, and yeah, it's also going to jump around a bunch. Hybrid, Sari, and Scythe. And then we have a bunch of 1-1ers here. These people absolutely still have a chance to make it into the top 12. By the end of this tournament, there should only be 1 or 2 people with undefeated records. let's see. And of course, there's a few people, and there's everyone else will have a chance to keep playing and make their way up. And like I said, even if you're gonna go 3-2 or 2-3, you still have a chance to improve your ranking through every game and every match. So.
And you have the opportunity to be the spoiler for some good player who you took a game off of.
Oh yeah, that's happened before too. There's definitely been, semi-unknowns who take games or took games off of like Lolo or someone random, and then the tiebreaker ends up going, "Oh, sorry, the person who beat you just had less losses. Don't know what to tell you."
Drop that game to Sun Puppy. Shouldn't have done that.
Hey, if only I've sadly the one bracket where I've had a few top wins definitely weren't Swiss, so it didn't change anything there. How about this? While we're just waiting for them to finish up, unless you have a fresh word, we could go to.
They just said their GGs, so it should be rolling in here any second.
Oh, perfect. We'll save it for the next round then. Try to squeeze in a commercial break between one of these rounds just to make sure we don't get too many commercials for the rest of the stream.
Yeah, maybe after our next stream match.
Okay. Thanks for the new follows, guys. I just caught them. JB, Kaisan. I know I saw a couple other people before that too. Thank you, guys. How's everyone doing tonight? Anybody who's playing in the tournament, how's your records? If you're not playing, how you doing?
All right, we got round 3.
Ooh, let's see. Why don't we get... Alright. Let's use this round, no matter how juicy the match is. We'll get some people we haven't seen before. Let's see. Do we have a double haven't seen them before match? Sealed Angel versus Mino?
I'm super down.
Sweet. Snag them for me.
Got it.
Oh, Rome, thanks for following. How's your first tournament going, Rome? I didn't check your score. And now that everyone's on round 3, yeah, that's okay, Rome. In the Swiss format, usually first round or 2, especially for very newer players, you're gonna get cooked. As it goes on, you will get people closer and closer to you. We definitely have had a few brand new people here. We had Oven come in when they were about 2 weeks into the game. We had Paro come in. It was less than 24 hours since they got the game, and they actually almost took a game off with their Milia, their hour 12 Milia. It was really sick. You could tell they were missing just that a couple main ingredients, but it's like, oh, they got a good broth going.
Cooking up a little stew.
Yeah, cooking up a stew. They forgot the potatoes and meat, but they got the broth.
They're getting there, you know.
I'm curious to see who these two play. I'm gonna remember to change the.
Oh, looks like we got a Nago for one of them.
Yes. All right. Contrary to some people's popular belief, I love Nago.
Yeah, he's actually a very entertaining character. Shout outs to Pink. Love when we have Pink in our tournaments on the stream.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know Pink's been off doing some other stuff lately, but Pink is a super good Nago. Very fun, very cool. Definitely check them out. Oh, and Rome, if you're looking for a few other great tournaments to enter, maybe in addition to this one, there's a bunch of really good beginner brackets. I know Captain Hawkeye has their beginner bracket on Saturdays. The Bracket About Nothing beginners series is usually on Tuesdays. Bones Sajam's beginner tournament series is usually on Mondays, and I know there's more out there. There's definitely a few more out there. I think there's a Thursday one out there somewhere, but yeah, definitely tons of opportunities too to play with like other people. But I think this is also a great way for new people to get experience too, because nothing says welcome to Guilty Gear by getting cooked by.
Yeah, you know what? I love the confidence, though, of buying a game and immediately joining an online tournament for it.
Yeah, that's sick. Super shout-outs to that. That's the fastest way to learn, too. You'll get a chance to play against a bunch of great people. You'll find 95% of the FGC is super friendly, and if you just ask any question like, I don't know how to end my combos, what do? I guarantee you will be you'll get like 10,000 responses like, hey, here, let me help you out. Here's a vid. You want to play sometime? I can tell you, you know, you'll get there. So that's the thing. Just today, I was actually helping Para with a few questions. They had a few questions about spacing and neutral that I was wanted to give them some time for. Oh, and it's that time. Perfect. Before our friend Sealed Angel shows up, I get a chance to fix this.
I'll go ahead and DQ Meat. Yo, Shrugs is on the board.
Let's go, Shrugs. Oh yeah, for sure. And no, yeah, it was who just won? I want to look this up real quick. Who just won the bracket about nothing? Because they had, I swear this has to be the classic story. Is it while we're waiting?
They're here.
Oh, they're here. Exceed. So Exceed played for about a year, and they've entered 16 beginner brackets, and they finally won one. And then I couldn't describe how close that is to my experience, where I just kept entering Bones beginner tournament week after week, and eventually I won, and then eventually I got better, and then I took tournament games off of people like Rat, Squidge, Lolo, you know, and now it's just gonna go up and up. So keep up the good work. But Anji versus Nago, this is a interesting matchup. Spin is gonna be, if you can use Spin super smart in this, I think it could take you into interesting spots.
Yeah, will the Spin lead to win? That was the most unfortunate round start I think I've ever seen.
As I was saying that, I was like, as long as they don't spin like the Nago DP move, because I'm pretty sure they can delay that DP and catch the second half. And then it materialized. Okay. This is a not fun situation. Ooh, that was definitely supposed to be super. That's okay. It's round start Nago. I like the Fujin.
Yeah, Monster Fujin though.
A little shook from that first round start. It's okay.
Nino's throwing on some like hard pressure. Good job.
What a block
with us.
I got hit very hard. Oh.
That round was super important though for Sealed Angel, because like they got to start moving a little bit at the end. You know, you don't want a round to go by where like you have no momentum whatsoever.
Yeah, and it's tricky too. A common thing ooh, Mino's got some of this good pressure too. Could this be one of those hidden bosses we were talking about?
Yeah, Mino definitely has the matchup knowledge too. Like, you don't just run up DP at round start if you don't expect to spin, right?
Yeah, pretty much no. It built a good amount of blood, not the most, but still a very good amount. And you have to follow up with like a Fukio or something a little spicy, or else it's unsafe. Yeah, and I think Sealed Angel getting that confirmed they had round 2. I think if they nailed that confirmed, they would have been put into a very good spot, and they could have started their pressure.
Yeah, taking a little bit of a breather here. Totally agree with that one. Thinking up a new round start.
Yeah, good stuff with that. That's I think that's so important in a lot of matches, but especially Nago matches. They can get very momentumed. Like, Nago can build so much momentum, just even round to round, game to game. So
he's still a scary character.
Mm-hmm. So I think the general rule of thumb, if let's say you're building out your beginning round start Nago game plan, because it's one of the most important moments in the match. A lot of times, like, Faust have to just do something safe. He has too many counters to Faust's good round start options, so keeping an eye out for what they're doing, pick something safe, not too committal.
Yeah. Sealed Angel not daring to spin at round start again, but coming out on the positive side of things here with their burst used.
Mino's defense is correct.
It is. However, much better use of spin that time. Like, I like that they're still not afraid to use it.
Oh, all right, this is your time. Get this big damage. Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Oh, I like that they went for the grab. the best way to punish Nago Burst is like your longest move.
Yeah.
And grabs take a long time.
That's true. Anji's grab is pretty fast. It just flips you up. And so they picked a. Oh. Who was the crazy Anji we saw just throwing out these counters like a mad person a few weeks ago?
I can't remember their name, but I remember the Anji. Oh!
Okay.
Alright.
Either timed that just perfect or Mino needed to delay it like a frame. Yeah. That's okay. Ooh.
Sealed is saying, I don't care if you know the answer, we're gonna coin flip so many times, and you're gonna like it.
Interesting choice not FDing some of the far slashes because you run the risk of getting command grabbed at the end of there. You get put into an awkward 50-50 if you don't FD it. But that's okay. Both characters at about 3/4 burst. Mino's probably had more like 85%, but
Yeah, both should get it back before the round is over.
Yeah.
But Sealed Angel might get it a little too late.
ooh, that really delayed DP is definitely the hallmark of Mino here. They're really enjoying it. It's not impossible. It's impossible.
And a big old blood-sucking universe is gonna seal up game 2 there from Mino. They're showing like a really nice array of offense and making sure that they're incorporating a lot of grabs, like seeing that Sealed Angel is very prone to blocking.
Yeah, I
They're
wouldn't
not
mind.
throwing out a lot of like faster poke moves to kind of catch the approach, you know?
No, yeah, it's in the right spots that can be super effective, but it's also scary because you mess up one of those against like a Nago Beyblade, and you're taking 50%. Plus you're in the corner. Plus they have meter. Plus
Right. They're getting
Plus-
into these situations where it's just like
it's
grab,
scary.
and then they just like do a median, wake up, couple more hits, grab, and then like rinse and repeat. So like it might help against those close like grab reset situations, but
Yeah, I would love to see some FDs on these far slashes, forcing Mino to like choose some different options and build a little more blood. It's this sounds weird, but it's a little bit up to both players to manage the blood meter, right? If you're not attacking Nago or you're not on the offensive, a lot of times it's better just to like force them to spend a lot of blood. So if you can find
Right.
good things to stuff their approach, then that's all. That's what you want. All right. And
very
Angel's
difficult for Nago to approach without using resources.
Nice. All right. Good backdash.
Great backdash.
Ooh, uh-oh. Not the throw loops. Yeah, I got caught too.
Yeah, Mino kind of running away with that game.
It's not over
Not
yet.
quite over yet.
Oh, but
but-
Zero Blood, yeah, Zero Blood round start situation again. Yeah, I call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
That was
FD
just too
those.
solid of a sequence there.
FDing that DP right there too also pushes Nago really far back. Oh,
Yeah, that's rehearsed.
yeah. That is a
Executed to perfection. Another missed burst there. Sometimes it can be so hard against Nago. His sword's so huge. I think that should have been or that was supposed to be a super, but we're gonna do BRC forward here, and
Ooh, okay, hold on. Mino, all right. Angel showing signs of life. Let's go. Oh yeah, the YRC. So yeah, Mino. So Mino takes that 3-0, super good stuff. I think that was a good check of knowledge right there from Mino. Mino recognized my opponent doesn't backdash, and my opponent's not FDing that much. I think I can do kind of whatever I want. So, especially against Nago, picking your backdash moments and FDing at the right times is super important. So, I think when wait, did I put angle instead of angel? Oh my goodness. I'm the double disrespect. I'm so sorry. I'm so used to I can be your devil or I can be your angle memes that I can't even.
if you ever wanted to change your tag to Kurt Angle, now's the time.
But I think watching that back, I think if you keep in mind where can I FD and where can I backdash, you're gonna gain you're gonna get a whole level up just from maybe even 2 level ups just from incorporating those 2 things into your defense. Obviously, when you first start backdashing, you're gonna get hit a few times, and it's gonna be ouch town. But over time, you're gonna get these really juicy smart backdashes. You're gonna feel like a god. You're gonna be like, ha, I knew you'd do that.
You're gonna feel like a JoJo's character.
Oh yeah, for sure. You're gonna feel like Zawardo, and you're gonna just jump behind it. Let's take a look at the matches. Ooh, Liam going 1-1 with Danny. That's pretty cool. Sari and Civic. Oh, 2-2. That's exciting. Suno. Suno's a scary player. That's all I have to say about that. Let's see, Shape's taking it over Hannibus. Let's see. Jazz taking it over JB. Noisette taking it over Conk. Okay. Let's see who else we got here. Damasaur. Phantasm. Medici and Kiet. Ooh, this is going pretty nice. Hey, I'm glad to hear you're having a good time, Lawlet. You know, yeah, and it's okay. Like, honestly, you're getting some. I wonder. Let's see. Who did you play this round? Cammy. Cammy's a great player to get experience against. I've played against Cammy in the tower a bunch. It's usually like 60-40 in Cammy's favor. Yeah. Yeah. It's tough. But Cammy's a great person just to even play in this kind of setting because they're very fundamentals based, very solid, and and their May's pretty good. So when you go up against a May worse than them, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, Cammy didn't let me get a spot in here, but now this May kind of always leaves the spot open. Can I do something here? And you'll go to try it out, and you'll smack them. So.
Mm-hmm. It's like Siri taking it 3-2 over Hybrid.
Oh no! I mean, I love all of our entrants equally, but Hybrid's also the homie, so.
He just loves some of them more equally.
I don't know why. Twitch always thinks Suicune is a possible ban evader, and I don't know how to turn it off. So every time I see a message from Suicune, it says possible ban evader monitoring. I'm like, leave Suicune alone. All right, Danny's going up 2-1 against Liam. Let's see, check out a couple other matches, and then I think we'll run a very quick ad, just 30 seconds or so to keep the ads away from during the matches.
Yeah, looks like we still got 6 matches finishing up here, so we have a minute or two.
Cool. I'll just highlight Middle Tier God with a win over Squashed. Good stuff. Envy continuing the 3-0 streak. Kyoshine over Allen. Ooh, Allen's no slouch.
Hack and Mango taking it over Nishinator.
Ooh.
And Hacken beat Cammy last round.
Hack and Mango definitely gonna be one of those surprise picks. When they joined, they didn't have too much data on their Start GG from what I could see. So I was like, I'm gonna put you in the middle because I don't know how you are. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna run a quick 45-second ad. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, and for those hanging around, you can hear me and Nexic talk about nothing.
Talking about our favorite ads.
That's right. One of my favorite ads is the pony that does the little dance. Can you hear it calling? Clap, clap, clap. That was in one of my classes too. We talked about the art of commercials and advertising, and there was a European airline that had a very good commercial too about a pigeon flying around. It was actually very, very cool. I'll have to pull that up on the YouTube one day.
Legendary content. You guys are getting business school lessons too.
That's right. Come here for the Guilty Gear. Stay here for the NBA.
Got one match left here. Broth versus Butcher the Pig.
Yeah. Good old Peppa.
Yeah, it looks like that was some server issue stuff. So they're underway, but
It'll take
man,
a second.
I'm glad they're fixing supposedly fixing everything tonight.
Yeah. Or at the very least making another solid effort to make adjustments, because yeah, I work in cybersecurity, so I have a good knowledge of like kind of how some of this stuff works. So I have a feeling it's something to do with communicating with the Xbox servers and how that interferes with like the player codes and how they interact in the lobbies. So it's definitely going to be a complex issue to solve, but the first update helped a lot, and then the second update I feel like didn't do much. It like kind of fixed some
second
things.
one.
It's
Well, before that second one happened, I think it was literally unplayable, and then it became like playable in rooms.
yeah. Let's take a look at our standings here. See how people are shaking up. So, Suno, Lolo, Lakey, Medici, Danny, and Suicune, and Sari are our 3 Oers right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tight race for top 4 going into bracket here to make sure you stay on winner's side. Like you said, there might only be 1 or 2 people that have undefeated records at the end of this, and so many 3-0ers going into the next round. It's just gonna narrow that down though.
Yeah, each time it should get cut in half. One interesting. That's right, hybrid. blame Microsoft. Go to Bill Gates' house. Storm him. Don't actually do that. Interesting thing to note though. When it comes down to these tiebreak, Lakey, Lolo, and Suno haven't dropped a game yet. It's gonna be interesting to see how that shakes out. Yeah. No. Yeah, Xbox made it way worse. I feel like this is obviously speculation, but I feel like the thing that happened was they went, oh wow, integrating the PlayStation things went like 90% smoothly. They integrated it. It was like a pinch weird, and then they made a slight tweak, and then it was like basically the same as it was. So it was like cool. And then they're like, this will go great with the Xbox stuff. Why wouldn't it? And then it tanked, and it was just like,
I feel like the beta didn't have the issue, but I could be remembering wrong.
There wasn't tons of people in the Xbox beta, I think, and that's I think one of the problems was it was a bit underreported. You would only know about it if because like Xbox Game Pass did a good job of advertising it once it was on there for real, but it didn't do a good job of advertising that the beta was also on Game Pass, so it was a little funky.
Yeah,
a little weird, but let's take a look here. Yeah. Okay, Lucasio, I see you. Let's see your standings. Let's see the record now. Anyone know how I need to do? So it's roughly 4-1, but sometimes there's weird, but there could be tiebreakers, right? Right now you're doing very well on tiebreakers, and we can break those down while we have a little bit of time. So yeah, it'll be top 12. You like I said, roughly 4-1, but there's also these tiebreakers in place. So the first one is total sets won, obvious, right? If you go 5-0, you should move on no matter what. The next one is game win percent. So if you've won more games than your opponent, right? So let's say it came down to Lakey and Medici, let's put Medici and Danny. You would come out on top because you've only lost a game, while Danny's lost 2, if that makes sense. Next is opponent is the head-to-head. So at some point, let's say you have the same game win percentage and the same sets won. If you beat them or they beat you at any point, then that's
the
when
one
you go
who won gets to move on.
Yeah, plus minus trumps head-to-head, right? Yeah. Oh, for sure. And then lastly, the opponent game win percentage. So if somehow all 3 of these are the same, based on how strong your opponents are, that will be like the final tiebreaker. So did you beat stronger opponents than your opponent? But yeah. Oh yeah, no worries. And also keep in mind tiebreakers aren't perfect, right? There's also like 10 other things I could add here, but no matter what, it's always like the person who got 13th because they lost one more game is never going to be like, yes. But I'm sure everyone, but the person who got 12th is going to be like, yeah, that's okay. Let's see who else is here in our top 12. Damasaur and Hybrid. Okay. Holding down the fort. We got Jazz, Phantasm, Scythe the Mark. Let's see, Sari, Suicune. Yeah, and then we've already gone over this. So, while they're finishing this up, I'm going to take a quick BRB. Next, I hold down the fort for just a moment.
Holding the fort. I'll pull up chat, so if I get asked questions, I can actually answer. But yeah, last match should be coming in here. Once we get down to like the fourth and fifth round, though, we try to pick some matches that are more like on the cusp, like the people that are like 2-1 right now. There's someone we're gonna want to get. Round 4 is up. Let us go ahead and let everybody know, and we'll get a nice stream match for you guys. Check the standings really quick. Let's do Envy and Noisette, I think. I like that one.
Oh boy, I sure hope Nexic hasn't picked out a match already. Oh my god.
I did, but...
Nah, you're good. I prefer it that way.
Okay.
Alright, who'd you snag for us?
Envy and Noisette.
Oh, okay. Oh, that'll be nice. Yeah. So usually the last round, too, we always like to pick someone who's like right around that 11.
That's what I was just saying.
Oh my gosh. Alright.
Like almost like finished that sentence and then you sat down. But so these, to go along with that, these two are both 2-1.
Ooh, okay. It's so funny, and every tournament has that one player that enters every week, and you just somehow always blank on them. And for me, for some reason, that's Envy. Envy's cool. I've talked to Envy. They're a super nice player, all the good stuff. But for some reason, I can never remember who they play. It kills me inside. I feel like the worst TO ever.
Dude, so when we first started this tournament, right, we did not think we were going to get, one, the entrance size that we're seeing, like this 50-person bracket is wild, but also just like the rotating cast of competitors that we get. Like we do have our regulars, but there's always new people that come and go. And I was expecting like 15 to 20 people maybe, and that it would be like a consistent few people. And I was gonna like do a nice stat sheet and like, you know, get all this data and be like, here's the head-to-head from this season, and like, you know, keep track of stuff like that. And then by like week 2, I was like, there's absolutely no way.
Yeah.
Charlie, stay away from the crocodile head. Thank you.
Dog sitting, and this dog has an obsession with my crocodile head for some reason. My little mini one I got when I was like 5.
Crocs are cool, dude.
Crocs are cool. Probably wouldn't have gotten it nowadays, now that I'm a little bit more conscientious of animals, but what can you do? Let's see, so Envy on the way, keeping us on our toes.
They're definitely aware, though. I just saw them get the code from Noisette.
Okay, sweet, sweet. Yeah. So let's see. Let's see what other... Ooh, Hybrid versus Phantasm is going to be a good match, too. Jazz versus Kiet, I think, is also going to be pretty nice. Suicune versus Danny. Ooh.
Lucasio versus Drax.
So here's the upside for the strong players, too, right? The strong players will have to play very good people, and then since they're making top 12, you'll have to beat them again. I mean, it kind of forces you to like kind of stretch your like your game out a little bit. Like, how good can you adapt to their adaptations? It forces a little bit expansion of your skill set.
Yeah. Playing like alongside with somebody is definitely different than like a first to 3.
Yeah. There's a totally different vibe in first to 3 as opposed to like, what was it? Daigubist and Kirahana?
Yeah. Or Kirahana, yes.
Yeah. That they played 4 times, and each time they took 2 sets each. I would if it was up to me, I would have definitely addended the rules and just said screw it. First to 3 sets, but Daiguba Cinder fair to square. All right, let's see what the round start is. So NB plays, that's right,
Wow.
they play Milia. That's what it is. So Milia's pretty cool. Paro, if you're out there, watch NB. They're great. They're a great place to shoot for. So
Yeah, that round start could not have gone better for NV, starting off with a nice close slash there, and then into the S disc. And Noisette, unfortunately, doing the Canadian burst and whiffing that one. It was just too much of a monster momentum from the round start to kind of overcome that one. But let's see how they change it up this time.
yeah. So Milia Far Slash is a pretty common round start because it's so fast now. Ooh, nice combo from Noisette. The thing about Milia in general is that, like, especially in this matchup, it's like as long as Axel's anti-airs are on point, it should be not too bad. But the problem is how often can you be correct, right? Axel having some of the best anti-airs in the game, but Milia also have some of the best air approach in the game, so it's a little tricky. Missed the dash. Chance at life. Okay. Oh, they went for the classic, but yeah, the BRC slows them down in time. All right, NB takes game 1 here.
Sorry, I just had to jump in and DQ.
Oh yeah. Who's on Meat Patrol? Aw. I feel so bad because Meat's a very, very cool Mei player for those who don't know. Definitely someone worth watching if you can. And Rome, you can say you beat Meat. Let's go. Wait a minute. No. Anyways, round start. What are you going to pick?
Anyways.
Oh, I was kind of expecting a quick jump P there when I saw them jump up, but... Oh, wow. I can't believe that beat.
I like that adaptation from Envy because Noisette's answer to not getting round start close slash was that jump back, so just jump in and jump slash was really nice.
Ooh, you have the time stop? Nice.
Yo.
Axel Bomber. Let's go. Alright, and just like that, it's pretty even again.
Yeah, huge damage coming out from Noisette. Monster wall break, and their burst is going to be
Nice.
back up here shortly. They used it very early, so they might even get it back in game 2.
I would like to see a little bit of a... There's one thing, too. I haven't seen Noisette fall off the I believe it's the 2S that goes straight up. Or, like, well, not straight up, but it's, like, it's pretty... at a pretty high angle. But...
Yeah,
NB
it's so hard to try to call out Milia, though, because she can come in at so many different angles.
yeah.
And if you're wrong, you're getting bopped.
The nice part is she builds a lot of bursts, too, so if you can keep these matches long, you can get to maybe 3 bursts in.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, exactly. Like if you're gonna use it right there, you're probably gonna get a third if this goes to game 3.
Ooh. Oh, that was sick. No.
Oh no!
Wait, it works. It works. Okay, was that just swag? Was that just for the? Is that just for the cool factor? All right, I like it. The intimidation factor.
All right, Noisette needs another round start option.
Burst advantage. I think if Noisette can get a solid hit in here, they'll probably build back burst in time. But if they get mixed 4 times in a row, or however many it's going to take, then I don't think they're going to get back. Oh, they haven't blocked that mix-up once. It's tough.
Yeah, that's one of the moves that got buffed on Milia. Before, I don't think you could actually end up in the corner, or maybe it was on wall splat or something, but I know that move got buffed.
That sequence did over half. All right. How are we? The burst is back. Okay, that's going to be important. Don't.
Here it comes.
Oh. I think that was supposed to. Aw. Good punish. Milia's so fast on the ground.
Yep.
All right. Noisette finding their footing, though. That's the thing. If they can. A reverse 3-0 here, I would not say is out of the realm of possibility.
Sorry about that. I had to help check a player in.
No, you're good. No, you're good. I'm keeping an eye on our guest dog. Hi, Char Char. All right, let's see. Not so close.
Okay, that I like.
That's the classic Axel round start there. I'd say it's pretty good. Like, I think it's a good intermediate level round start because it moves you back, it covers a good spot, it's safe on block. There is counterplay to it for for most characters, so it's not foolproof. And the counter.
Fast monster perfect coming out from Noisette though. I like blinked and missed it.
Yeah. I'd say do it again. Rock it twice. Why not? Oh.
Oh!
That burst baits. That's really cool. All right. Yeah. Nice. Ooh. This time they mixed up their timing. Nice. All right. Noisette wants to show us something cool here. Oh,
Goes
really
for
good
it
anti-air.
3 times.
Oh, wait. Yep, okay. I wasn't sure if the momentum was going to take Millia just past that range, but no, that came out.
It's definitely right on the bubble there, but yeah, good stuff from Noisette. That one was dominant.
Yeah. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey. Stream Meta is not updating. Cool.
I love it.
Good stuff. Stream Meta is acting up this week. There it goes. Okay. When I added the 1, it put the 2 up. Okay. It's all good. All right. So I think it seems like when Noisette's getting these round starts, that's really swinging the momentum in their favor. What do they go with now? 2P, 5P. Ooh, nice. Oh.
Getting a lot of mileage off these like single jump aerials from Axel actually. Like that downward angled move is like right in the path that Millia wants to approach from.
Yeah, I agree with that burst. And I love that jump P. If you can, the secret to becoming like a super duper good Axel player, I would say like that whole next level is mastering the P moves because they come out so fast and they hit these really strong angles. If you can master them and what you do after, ooh.
Lessons from Sun Puppy today are beat your meat and master your P.
Oh my god. The boom. Ooh. Oh yeah. It's tough to block, but you might be able to get... They blocked it. Nice, good stuff.
Fantastic block. That would have been it, surely.
Makes that burst come out. So yeah, even if they lose this round, they're going to have a whole stick of burst, and Millia's going to have probably not be able to build it back unless this round goes extremely long.
Yeah, I don't see that one happening.
Because Axel is not the biggest burst builder, probably on the lower end. A lot of single hits that do a good chunk of damage.
And look, Millia's already at quarter health.
Yeah. Oh boy. See how those guts kick in.
Wow, if that had come out just a second later.
Yeah, Noisette's like, I got this burst, that's fine. RC? Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. That's alright.
2 in a row for
2-2.
Noisette.
This is getting pretty exciting.
And remember, both these players are 2-1, so one of these is going to move on to that like bubble spot of 3-1 for next round to try to make it into that bracket spot.
Ooh. Noisette's been a long time competitor here at GR, and so is Envy. So this is also
both have.
this is exciting. I'm ready to see. Now, if I'm on Envy's side, I think one thing is it's okay to hang back a little bit and just walk Noisette to the corner a little bit. Your Millia, you have all these great approach options and stuff. It's okay to do a little bit of the classic dash forward block, just a bit, and then come in with something wild. Because now Noisette's got a beat on your rhythm, and against Axel players, you have to disrupt their rhythm, or else this happens.
Yeah. It's pretty much been since like two rounds straight of Envy not having a clear way in.
We talked about low health Danny. Now we have 0-2 Noisette. Nice. I love that. Yeah, that P move is going to be important because Millia's approaches are so fast too.
And the extra like defensive weight off round start where they had just been going for them right off rip. Both of them with Gold Burst though.
The Gold Burst battle. Ooh, the Sickle Storm lands. Ooh. And Noisette doing a good job of taking that space too. A lot of, I think, rookie Axels don't walk forward enough. If their lose condition is the corner, then they want to walk forward when they can. Go for the stealthy.
One big monster opportunity.
The back throw. Oh, Noisette. Reverse
Noise that with the reverse 3-0.
Let's go.
Masterful stuff there.
And really good stuff to Envy. I think they were starting to refine their footing there that last game, but let's go Noisette.
Yeah, good stuff to both players. Super exciting match. That was some spicy Axel. We haven't had some Axel on stream in a few weeks.
That's true, yeah. Not since Riot commentated, and Riot was Riot's our residential Axel expert. Also, definitely probably our number 3 TO here, besides me and Nexic. Riot's been a lifesaver since this started. So shoutouts to Riot. They run Tension Temple on Saturdays. And I think that they have something cooking as an announcement. They haven't announced it yet, but I know they're working on something spicy, so. Let's see. Oh yeah. Let's see. No, I already showed. Okay, I did all my shoutouts. Let's see how some of these rounds are shaking out.
Yeah. Lola 3-0 over Seri. Suno 3-0 over Lakey. Danny 3-0 over Suicune.
Ooh, Danny 3-0 over Suicune? Oh my gosh.
Yep. Hybrid 3-2 over Phantasm.
Wow. Lots of... Don't get me wrong, if I had to pick who was going to win this match, I was going to pick Danny. But I'm surprised it was 3-0. Suicune's super solid. Oh my goodness.
I mean, we don't know how close any of those games were.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Oh yeah, Danny's Kai is super good, and Danny's also a super good player. You are spot on the money, Suicune. You got this, Lawlet. We'll see who your last opponent is. Suicune, just out of curiosity, how close would you say the games are? If you're like kind of just if you're kind of shaking it off, don't worry. It's cool to let it be too.
Middle tier god Yuo is probably pretty close right now.
Ooh. Let's see who else. Yeah, we did Shrugs. Nushinator taking it 3-0 over Broth. Quentin 3-1 over King Shadow. King Shadow also are definitely always asking for games, grinding. Shoutouts to them. Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. That's kind of how it felt when I played Danny as well. It's like the first round's like a total, Danny just runs you over, and then when you adjust to Danny's pace, Danny's like, I'm setting the bar of where we are on the stage, which Kai's very good at. Kai's very good at screen control, and it's like, it's not a tangible thing you can point to any one move. It's just Danny's so good at like, just round start and you blink and all of a sudden you're at the corner, even though no one's hit each other yet or nothing major, and you're like, what happened? JC taking it 3. Oh, Lala, that was really close with JC. Good stuff there. And that's the thing too. Even you won games this set, right? No one has ever come to this and not won a game. You know what I mean? So, yeah, trust me. Even if you don't take a set this time, you are still gonna walk away from this with I think a pretty solid record, right? Even our newer players, they're for their respective skill levels, they're no slouches. Like Drax versus Lucasio, Drax is definitely like a solid mid-tier player in like the best way possible. You know, they're tough. And it's Baiken, right? If you don't have the good counterplay, and I think that was a mirror match.
It was a mirror, yeah.
Oh my god, and the Baiken mirrors, absolutely
absolute nonsense.
Yeah, it's one of the worst mirrors in the game. Just ask, go find Shin Phil on Twitter and just ask them, hey, what's the Baiken mirror like? And you're gonna get so many not happy responses.
Expletives.
I think it's, you know what, I've changed my mind. I think it's worse than the Faust mirror. Because at least the Faust mirror, it's kind of cool using the interesting counterplay. The Baiken mirror is, Drax went Soul game 4. Oh yeah, Drax has been working on their Soul. They've been brushing that up, which I like. it's good to learn a second character. It expands your knowledge and gets you. It teach different characters teach you different skills too. I want to try and learn Leo here soon.
I've also been playing a little bit of Soul, and it's just fun to hit people with Soul. Like, his stuff looks very visually appealing, and it feels good, you know?
Yeah. Ooh, Leo mirrors. Interesting. I feel like that's pretty bad. I mean, there's the kind of like that level 1 of like who's gonna DP who. You know, there's always that fun game. But then also, I feel like there's some advanced counterplay to that with some of the what's it called? With some of the stance, cancel, turnaround, like grab stuff. I think there's some interesting things there. But yeah, overall though, it's still like, oh, did you dash sweep or did I dash sweep? Did I do it 1 frame too late? Like, So, oh, but the double Kenju shot? Let's go. That's hilarious. It's always funny when you and the opponent super at the same time. I definitely had a Faust match once where me and the Faust were 2Ping each other and just clashing at the start until the end, and then we both did the wheelchair super at the same time, and we just essentially went into each other and spent all of our meter, and we went, well, okay. And then we just played the secret bomb.
You guys should just agree to build up, like, full meter, go to the other end of the stage, and do your, like, multi-item super twice and see who wins. And you guys will just call it, like, playing Pokemon or something.
That's some real Faust hive mind shit right there. For real, for real. Yeah, exactly. The secret multi-item super. Funny part is when the game came out, all the Fausts were like, I don't know how actually useful this is. But now they're like, it's still not like, obviously it's not super good. It's very situational. But there are times where it's like Nago's full screen with 2.5 bars, and I have full meter. If I throw a good item, I can just cancel into the super item super and throw 10 more items, and the odds are I'll get a meteor or enough weights to Scarecrow or something into something silly. So, or just stay full screen and keep chucking stuff. All right, we're at the last match. Let's check our.
Why don't you pick us out a spicy 3-1 versus 3-1 matchup?
Yeah, let's take a look at some of our 12th and 13th players and see what's going on. Okay, we've seen Noisette. Suicune's 3-1. Have we seen Suicune on the stream yet?
We have not.
Who are they playing?
Hack and Mango.
That perfect. Yeah, we haven't seen Suicune yet today, and we haven't seen Hack and Mango ever, and they're both on that edge, the cusp, 13th and 14th. Cool. Let's drag this over here. So, this one's got the stakes. This is the one where you make it into that final double elim bracket. And for those who don't know how ours work, the top 4 make it into winner side, and the bottom 8 make it into loser side. This way, the losers have a little something to do while we set up the bracket, and also while winners are playing as well. So, it gives them some time. Hackin' Mango. I saw Hakan's oil company come up in the autofill. I love it. Hakan was one of my first introductions to like a Street Fighter 4 tournament. I hadn't watched it, and then I heard there was like some weird character in Grand Finals. So I'm like, I'll pop it on, see what happens. And it was Hakan. I'm like, all right, who's this big red dude? And all of a sudden he starts oiling himself up, and I went, what am I watching? I don't understand.
Oh, got a DQ. The DQ'd.
The meat. Ooh, a Testament.
Ooh, Testament Leo. I don't think I've seen that matchup on our tournament yet. Ever.
I feel like... So, what's it called? The general idea of how to quote-unquote beat Leo, wink wink, is to keep Leo out. But Leo's very hard to keep out. I feel like Testament has some pretty good tools to do it, though. But you're not going to keep Leo out forever, right? Testament also has some good defensive buttons with 2K, 6P. And they also have some kind of funky normals that come out pretty fast. Oh, boy. Yeah, and this is what we're talking about. It can be hard to get in. And their wake-up super is not terrible. it's definitely usable. So, ooh. I really like how Haken's playing this. I like the stance cancel, but the Testament's backdash is also fairly good. What a smart move. Yeah. Testament 2K is a menace.
Yeah, Testament getting some nice quality of life buffs as well. I think people kind of freaked out about the Arbiter sign change at first, but I don't think it was nearly as oppressive as people thought it was going to be. It is just more of like a nice tune-up for her, or for them, but it definitely helps, you know.
It's obnoxious. I'm going to give my unbiased opinion as a Faust who likes to be in the spot where Arbiter sign comes out. It's obnoxious, but it's definitely not like, it's not busted. It's not like this unbeatable thing, but yeah, they took a move that was like kind of like, oh, 50-50 move, cool. It made it more annoying. Ooh, the whiff, interesting. Suicune doing a really good job of placing these aerials at the right low height to get both hits, but also like land without being too unsafe. Oh yeah.
This probably makes it really hard for Leo to approach how he wants to.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Because Leo's air dash is a lot stubbier than his little dash shuffles, but the problem is Testament's projectiles are very good at pushing back a bit too, especially when you have the stank on you.
Right, and Leo's projectile isn't like the best.
Ooh, interesting. I like it. Yeah.
Honestly, it was an approach tool.
No, they don't. I don't think they meant to cross up. That's okay. It works out. Eisenstern win condition. Oh no.
Alright,
Okay,
that
like
knockdown is huge. This is kind of like their opportunity. Like, you can't let the Testament get away now.
Counter.
Good call out on the dash back.
This is gonna lead to a hard knockdown. You gotta be careful of Wake Up Super though. Oh, I think they meant to
I
block.
thought it was gonna be a block, yeah. Nice slow projectile, nice.
No. Oh.
Wow.
Alright, Suicune, and that's how you beat those tough matchups, right? You keep your head cool, you pick your moments, and then when you get in, you make them count. But Haken's got a very good game plan. I think, yeah, that's one of those matches where that was basically pretty even. And I mean, that burst at the end there, it's kind of like well, you know, damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing. It's a rough spot to be in. Let's see the round start. The walk, just the raw sweep. Sweep, I think, is a good option against Testament's usual round start of 2K, because Testament's 2K low profiles and it goes so low and just, it's really annoying, but Sweep will go over a lot of lows, so it's kind of interesting to see the counter play coming out. Go straight to cross up.
Alright, I think that's actually the first time that Suicune's gone for that cross up.
Yeah.
They've been very careful to just kind of like walk up to Hakan, or Haken. Not sure which one it is.
Ooh. It did not. It didn't kill. Okay. Ooh, with
I think Suicune's kind of caught on to the rhythm and has been able to find these like more reliable ways in.
Yeah. And plus, if you get that round start as Leo in this matchup, it's going to be very nice for you. I think with a full stick of butter from Haken, I think there's not much risk from throwing out a Wake Up Super and then RCing it to get your pressure started right. You know, especially when you're low on life like that, you might as well give it a shot, right? You don't want to die with, you can't take the meter with you, so I think it's fine to spend it.
Yeah, very unfortunate whiff there on the far slash.
The counter! Oh. But as I say that, Suicune caught on is like, yeah, I have the counter, and that's probably, while they're in back turn, that's the thing you're going to be watching out for.
Both players with the same idea there, yeah. But
they both got scared. Both these characters...
I was going to say, that kind of just ends up making it advantage for Suicune because they were just up before.
I think if you're Haken, you be very careful of the projectile, but I think you stick to your game plan, right? Oh, but yeah.
Very rough situation there. You can guess wrong one time and then it's over.
Yeah. I think the spacing was there, and watching Suicune kind of dash forward into that range, I think they kind of reacted to with the Arbiter sign and were able to punish it. Yeah. So I think, and of course, you know, it's the guilty gear asterisk. There's always a but. an exception, but I think at that distance, a slightly stronger option might have just been to go for another Reaper, or even just the bird. And also, not a lot of burst baits coming out from Hacken either, but it's tough against a strong opponent like Suicune. You never know when they're gonna burst. Ooh, this is looking good. Yeah. Ooh. Nothing's more mentally taxing against Testament 2 than when you get hit with like 4 Arbiter signs and you're like, okay, leave me alone.
I get it.
I understand Arbiter sign.
Whoa.
But it's super good to do as the Testament because it's a mental break. Ooh. Suicune fishing for something there. Hacken doesn't bite. Both gained a little screen position off it, but Hacken able to kind of work Suicune forward back to the corner.
And just when they finally hard commit, that's when Hacken calls it out.
And the stream meta is being really funny. Ooh, and Hacken.
Stream meta sponsored by Arxis.
Yeah, apparently. Okay, there we go. Wow. Okay, 2-1, 2-1. Hacken on the they got their foot in the door. It's time to start the comeback. What will? Okay, so we've seen the counter round start from. A lot of the times against Leo, the best round start too is just to walk back and block. It's so tricky to mess with some of the stuff like that. Just like that. You walk back, see what they do, and you pull out an appropriate response. Of course, they lost the neutral exchange after, which is unfortunate, but you saw that round start went really well. It was scary. Yeah. Forced to spend it. I think I thought we can try to pull something out, but yeah, I don't think it was what they intended.
What a ridiculous pressure sequence there. It's like so hard because even if you do block the whole thing, you're still stuck in the corner, and Testament gets to do it from so far away.
So Leo sweep is super good. So before I say this, let's preface that. The downside to Leo sweep is though, since it's airborne, there's not really anything you can cancel it into. A lot of other characters you can do sweep into a special or something like that. Leo, no, you're basically stuck doing the sweep unless you have RC.
Yeah, it makes you be right like one more time, but the exchange is that like that first time is a lot easier to get.
Good OTG. That little bit of burst Hacken's missing though could make a difference in screen positioning if Leo can get in. Ooh, but alright, Hacken's found the kryptonite. Pull out the funny stuff. Ooh, but Suicune found the perfect spacing to kind of navigate around it. This guy's hopping. Ooh, I like that. But really good teleport. Stank. Ooh, good. Suicune's catching on to some of the block patterns though. And you can backdash Arbiter Sign, but obviously in this matchup you want to be closer, so it's not something you want to do all the time, but you gotta pull it out too. Uh-oh.
Right. Barely not killing. It's Leo Guts thing.
Oh, but there it is. Wow, okay. We're back up to 2-2. Are we gonna see another reverse 3-0 back to back?
As we were kind of alluding to before, this could be to see who ends up in like the winner side or the loser side, or to see who actually like doesn't have to avoid any of those tiebreakers to make it into our bracket.
Alright, I figured out what Stream Meta wants. It wants me to type the score in twice. I figured out the meta to Stream Meta. Alright. Time to play What's That Round Start. Walk back, chill. Yeah. Yeah, Hacken's caught on to that. These Arbiter Signs are very strong and really good at just that right distance, too. Yeah. Force the burst. Can't let Leo get into that win condition. And the sweep is still fairly safe on block as long as you space it correctly, but yeah. Ooh. The Arbiter Sign tracks so well there. Oh my god. Suicune's gonna get one more meter to work with here, but it's gonna be tricky.
kind of surprised we haven't seen more Testaments like on the rise since they got the buffs last patch, and like the ones that were already like in existence, like Gramola, have been like doing quite well.
So it's a matter of there's a lot of sharks in the water, character-wise. Hotashi calls them natural predators. Chip stock is on the rise, which means Testament stock is on the decline. So is Happy Chaos stock, and so is Ram stock. And it's like, ooh, good
Okay
grab
with
though.
that.
If your timing's off a little bit on that, and your spacing's a little odds, you can definitely grab that. Good awareness.
Can't believe Leo was able to reach from there.
Ooh, okay.
That move is so much like stretchier than I thought it would be.
I want to see this last round. Good blocks from Haken or Haken. We're gonna ask them later how to pronounce it.
Tried to call out that backdash again, but a little too far away this time.
Oh, the combo! Oh, what a combo to finish!
Hack and Mango taking it 3-2.
Wow. And there is an extremely high chance they are moving on to our top 12. Wow. Oh, that's got to be a heartbreaker. Super good stuff to Suicune though. That is a tough matchup, and that's kind of how a lot of Testament stuff goes. It's very polarizing. It's a very polarizing character. So when the character runs into its natural predators, it can be difficult to deal.
Yeah. Leo doesn't have too many of those, but
Yeah, Leo has very few, but Testament is a tough one for them. And yeah, even like characters that Testament wins against, I'd say it's fairly agreed upon that they beat Nago. Even then, like Nago gets that first hit, all of a sudden it switches into, does Nago actually lose this matchup? Oh my gosh.
a few cool results for you guys while rest of the rounds are finishing up. Danny 3-1 over Suno. Lolo 3-0 over Medici. So I think Lolo and Danny are undefeated players.
Ooh.
Damasaur 3-1 over Kiet. Liam 3-2 with Hybrid.
Oh, that's very good for Hybrid. Like Liam is definitely the favorite outcome in that matchup, and they were able to take it that close. Yeah. Oh, thanks for coming out, Lawlet. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's all good. Hey, if you ever oh, is Squashed also another Faust, Lawlet? I'm happy there's another Faust, but I'm sorry to hear that they got you. But thanks for coming out and playing, though. I mean, honestly, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a lot of good matches in, and I guarantee you're leaving this better than you were when you came in. Make sure to watch your replays, too. Watch your replays, watch them back, kind of go, okay, where's that? Hey, I'm glad you liked it. Yeah. And if you're looking for like newer players to play with too, Dami Salami right there. I think he's Oven in the Discord. Pretty new Zato. It's leveled up a little bit, but yeah, definitely. I'm sure they'd be down to run some games sometime. Super cool guy. Doesn't like to block, so really good to practice meaties and punish game on.
Combo practice.
Just kidding, Dami. Just kidding. We love you. Oh yeah, we're gonna let these rounds finish up. So how this works is, oh actually wait, I think the games are finished up. We just have to.
No, we didn't finish recording that one.
Here, I got that. I got them.
Thank you.
Oh, did it not submit result? It doesn't want to submit the result for me. Okay, well. Here we go. Okay, so report. StarkGG did this last time too. It was a little weird. Yeah.
So now we have to go to finalize placements.
Sweet. Well, let's double check our standings real quick before we do that. Yep, you were right. Lolo and Danny are top seeded here. Lolo not dropping a game. 15-0. Wow, that's impressive. And we got some killers in here too. Danny, 15-3, extremely impressive. Suno, our 4-1ers. We got Suno, Damasaur. These will round out our top 4. On the loser side, we'll have Liam, Lakey. We haven't seen anything from Lakey. If possible, I would like to try and get a stream match for them.
Definitely.
Majestic.
We always kind of end up with like a couple people that we haven't gotten a chance to see yet, and it kind of works out
Right.
perfectly.
Medici, Sari, Hackenmega. Hybrid! Hey!
Hey!
I mean, also good job.
Are you
and
able to hit finalize also, so the players who
oh, yeah.
are in know they're sticking around?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Let me just triple check the tiebreakers, make sure nothing weird happened. Yep, looks good to me. All right,
Cool.
Yeah, I'm allowed to be biased. Looks good to me. Aw, Kiet, right on the edge. But yeah, that 12th game. All right, let's see. Looks good to me.
Let it rip.
Let her rip. Oh yeah, but good stuff. Lala took 5 games the whole tournament. Nice, nice.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. All right. So, results are finalized. We're gonna take just 30 seconds. Just get things prepared and ready. Losers, if you can hear me, you can go ahead and play. If not, Nexic will tell you in the chat.
Yep. I'm gonna make sure the all the round settings are in first.
Cool. Oh yeah.
Bracket won't be started.
I didn't. Yeah, I did not add that in there. Thank you. So, in the meantime, while we're just setting up the last bracket, we're gonna take a quick break. Let our voices rest for about a minute, and then we'll be back. So, stay
See you
tuned.
soon.
welcome back, everybody. We are back at it again. We're not back at it again. I'm saying this like we're starting it off. We're here at the
Back
top
at it
12.
again, guys.
We're back at it again with top 12. This is a crazy top 12 we got going on here. A lot of these players super strong, and a couple of new faces too. Just to pull it up real quick, we're gonna have Lolo and Damasaur up first, and then also Danny and
Suno
Suno winner. Oh wait, yeah, Danny and Suno went up first. Yeah, sorry, had it backwards. And then on loser side, these guys are gonna play it out, and then whoever makes it here will be our top. Will make it to our top 8. So good luck to all of them. I know we have some newer people here, so it's cool to see at least 2 new people into our top 8. Really cool. I know Hybrid is also new to our top 12, so shout outs to Hybrid. I always knew they had it in them, but they got to get through Medici, and then they have to be either Hacken or Liam, and they lost to Liam, and Hacken we just saw is no slouch, so it'll be interesting to see the result of that. For now, just hanging out, waiting for a Suno winner. We got another Leo. Just when you thought one Leo was gone, another arises. But yeah, Suno and Suicune are both Leos who could definitely win this. They're both very strong Leos. It's just we got some very, very cracked people here this week. Or heck, if Lolo and Damasaur show up first, I'm also not opposed to them.
Damasaur's gift game, dude. On point.
Oh yeah, Damasaur is quite the giffer. Where's my stream? I can get these names correct. So we got Donnie. And we have there's Suno.
Oh.
Pretty sure that's Suno.
No, I think that's Lolo and Dom.
Oh, okay. Well, Danny, if you can hear me, since they got first, yeah, we'll just run them. All right. So Lolo, one of the scariest Go Lewises out there, if not the scariest. And Damasaur is a super duper good good soul. So, sorry, I'm also adjusting things on the stream meta while I talk, and it strains my.
Wow.
I love that round start. It beats Far Slash. It beats the Go Lewis Stomp, and also I think it might beat a couple of the wackier Behemoth Typhoon starts.
Yeah, I love that he just instantly knew that. Some super good matchup knowledge there.
Ooh, that's a hard to blockable. It's fast, it's low, and there are weird situations where it almost feels like it crosses up. It might. That's something I have to ask Lolo or Ductor next time I see him about. The block. Oh, forces the burst, because that was gonna. There's a good chance that might have died. Ooh. All right. Ooh.
I was gonna say life lead for Dom, but resource lead for Lolo. Lolo's got a good situation. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I feel like that crosses up if you're not ready for it. If there's any Go Lewis experts in chat, too, feel free to correct me on that. Ooh, that 2P was it's pretty nice. So Go Lewis's 2P is a little funky because yeah, it doesn't have the typical use where it hits low and it's really fast, but it hits this kind of upwards anti-air angle. That's pretty nice. Oh god, look at this combo into Thunderbird setup. Oh god, what do you do? And oh, Lolo's keeping this un-YRC-able too, which is super smart. All right, you're gonna have to make it through a lot. I see a PRC super in the future. Ooh, wait. Bioclinic Viper. The super doesn't kill here, right?
Yeah. Not on Gold Lewis, but
no. The scaling there too. Ooh, good RC.
Insane.
Now, this is how a lot of Damasaur's games go. That round 1 usually goes to the opponent, especially if they're very strong. But game 2, Damasaur is a different beast. I'm curious to see what Damasaur will pull out. Yeah, there's that far slash I was talking about. That button is so good.
Yeah. The thing on Lolo, honestly, to call out that like Dom's a good enough player to like not do the same round start again.
Yeah. Yeah, nice, sneaking in a nice little DP there. Ooh, takes the kind of steals that turn back with the fake out gunflame. Ooh, okay, they're going for the hero burst. They got meter, and they also have good positioning off this. So it went under. Nice, I love that. Good patience from Lolo. This Risk is cranking though.
Yeah. This is kind of like the Gold Lewis Classic. Like, he kind of just has to sit in the corner for a little bit before he gets his opportunity, but once he does, it just does so much.
Yeah, good stuff from Lolo there too, knowing
Just
that
the chunking, even when you're blocking that move.
even if you can squeeze in a good like a certain button there, it's so hard to know which button, like, and to do it in that moment, right in the scariest spot in the game, it's just, yeah, no. Yeah, and Lolo's defense has been on point too. When Damasor's been able to lay on the pressure, Lolo's just in there. I think it's time for Damasor to start mixing in some grabs, but they catch a meaty right as I say that, so good thing they didn't. Oh my god, look how fast that far slash is. Ooh. The last bullet.
Gun to call out gun flame.
Gun v gun, who wins? The good gun. Oh wow. Alright, so. Hold on. Does the trick work? The trick does work. So yeah. I'm curious to see what adjustments Damasor makes. This is going to be a hard reverse 3-0. I think if you maybe if Damasor slows it down a little bit, they're playing pretty fast. I think you need a pace adjustment here. You need to switch up your pace. Get it going. Nice. Just finding a good spot, getting your moving. But oh, a little bit late on that. Okay, if you can even take the bird. Oh, that's so sneaky. Lolo's used that for a grab the past few times, but this time they used a P, and it countered Damasor's counter.
Very composed and very scary tonight.
Yeah.
As we just kind of said before, they're one of the player besides Danny that was undefeated.
Yeah, and Lolo also hasn't dropped a game tonight. And is Lolo going to keep up the streak? Ooh, Fafnir. I like the Fafnirs. That's all right. Yeah, take it back to level 1. Every soul wants to, good old Riot Stomp for that last hit. Oh, the backdash to try and bait something. Nice.
Good old 5K.
Yeah. For those who don't know, some of Gold Lewis's Behemoth Typhoons are interruptible with very fast moves. If you're Chip and Soul, you have some pretty easy, fast 3-frame options. But for other characters, you have to be a little more choosy with when you do it. But it's not impossible. You can even backdash a few of them. Knowing which ones you can backdash and can't, and knowing when your opponent wants to use them is huge.
That's also why Gold Lewis players skate Chip.
Yeah. Good backdash, extremely fast moves, and yeah, it's a nightmare. And can be anywhere on the screen all at once. Yeah. Nice job with Damasor there. Kind of accepting that Lola would burst there, so they just used a high damage option and kind of cashed out a little bit. It's sort of like in Killer Instinct when the opponent could combo break, so you just end your combo early and take the guaranteed damage. Oh boy, okay. Keep it simple.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's gonna do it.
Nice. All right. Damasor ending the streak. That's 2-1. Lolo's favor. But the 17-game win streak is over.
Take a peep down in losers and see who we get on stream.
Oh boy, I'm excited. Can't wait to see Lolo at DreamHack, by the way. That's going to be a pretty fun tournament. It really does not want to update the score. Let's try this again. There it goes. All right. Both players keeping some good neutral, but like Lolo definitely coming ahead with these straight hits.
Yeah.
Not an easy test, but I would love to see Damasaur get a nice... Oh, just slightly off either on the spacing or the timing. It was hard to tell it happened so fast. Keeping it
First
first safe.
spot here is going to be very important if it comes up at all.
I love
Lolo hanging on to that one, I agree.
I love the decision not to wall break there, because you keep such a good advantage. You keep Gold Lewis in his worst spot, and you don't have to play neutral with that far slash or any of those other pesky buttons. Plus, if your combo's not going to kill you, why even break the corner? You got meter,
Exactly.
you got time.
Or especially when, like, doing one more interaction win leads you to the win.
Why do Gold Lewis combos look so violent? Alright, your goal as Damasaur here, obviously, is to take the round, but is to survive as long as possible so you can get back as much as that burst as you can. The earlier that burst is available, the better the position you'll be able to use it. Gets up to 3/4, I'd say, maybe 80%. Ooh, nice 5K string there. And takes the corner right back. Damasaur choosing a good combo for positioning. I think that was a pretty strong combo there, just for the situation. Oh, but the big swing. And Lolo's spacing these two, so you can't just easily DP these. Ooh, you gotta find your way out if you're Damasaur. Oh, but that's not it. Oh, and that's not it either. Oh, but saved by the drone. I think Behemoth Typhoon might have killed there. They went for super PRC, but Damasaur was kind of ready. Oh, they do it again.
Lolo's so fast on that snap, like, PRC grab.
Wow. The
Came
super,
up huge twice.
the double super PRC in a row from Lolo. That's gonna be, it's gonna be 3-1.
Well, it's just about me.
Will Lolo claim their second? Lolo's on the road to take their second GER win, but they have they're gonna have to make it through Danny and Suno. Speaking, oh, I think I see Suno hiding behind you. I couldn't tell at first because you both have the zebra legs.
We just know how to blend in, okay?
If you hear the stomping of hoofs, it's most likely a horse, not a zebra, except for right now. So, I think the difference between Suicune and Suno, I think, is willing to play. It's so hard to describe, right? Because I think when you get really high up on Leos, you do see those disparaging differences, but like there's this awkward level of it, like you know the difference, right? You can see it when you watch them play. It's like these little decisions that they make at times. So I'm curious to see what Suno Winter goes for that's a little bit different than maybe Suicune was going for, because DM Danny's tough. Oh, Kirahana's here? Okay. What's up, Kirahana? This would be probably another favorite to win if they entered tonight. Kira's an absolutely sick testament.
Yeah, speaking of sick testaments, we're gonna have Hacking back on stream after this one. But oh, dude, the Denim War.
Oh, Denimore, let's go. Levi versus Express. Let's go. Ooh, but once again, we're talking about Danny's really good DPs, and Danny has the meter too. Yeah, but with Suno having so much meter, this is looking like a. But wait, this is Danny.
No, I don't know. This doesn't look like anything yet.
This is Danny. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Suno's got those. And that's what this is going to come down to, is like once either of these players hits a meter on defense, you're going to have to be very careful with how you pressure, because they can do DP into RC, and it is terrifying. Ooh, Suno calling that out hard. Wow. And that's what I was talking about earlier, the shuffle. You got to kind of bait Danny into those DPs. You got to put out the bait. Speaking of baits, a burst bait. staggers. Oh my gosh.
I like the backdash attempt, but Danny's very patient at the moment.
Interesting choice not to go for hard knockdown, but maybe he wants to keep the meter just in case something wild happens. And Danny baits a DP right back and turns that. Look at this. Now this is a terrible situation for Suno. Burst disadvantage. Oh no. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's saving it for just making sure he has an RC to continue pressuring.
I like that idea. I think it's a good idea. It's kind of like when you play against like a Zato or Jacko. You kind of want to keep 50 meter on hand to get out of some of those terrible corner situations. A good YRC or a good, you know, RC option to just kind of break up some of that pressure. Danny taking that back because Suno started that super strong, but Danny started to like, they smelled the blood in the water towards the end and they went, I think I got a hold of it now. Alright, I'm curious to see the... So Suno had a few baited DPs there. I think Danny's goal with that first game was to either break that DP habit or just to say, alright, I can, you know, I can block these. I can bait these, so I don't think they'll do them. But that comes the mind game, right? I think Danny's going to have to play this one a little carefully, but yeah. This time they go to throw the DP, so they're checking for that, conditioning. It's like, are you going to DP or not?
It makes it so, like, every time you don't do it, and it's, like, quote-unquote correct, it's a little more anxiety on the part of the DPer.
Yeah.
And you're like, how much longer are they going to block for it?
Good air throw, but you gotta... Oh, yeah. And this time Suno went for the bait, but yeah. This time Danny's ready for it. That's the hard part about Danny. Danny is so good at the conditioning and mental game that they know when you want to do things and when you're going to do things.
Like that, just gonna walk back in the face of the counter. Oh my god.
And it's like, how do you beat that? Excellent question. Top players are still figuring that out, so.
But honestly, Suno's been playing these games very close, and
yeah.
you know, based on their standing in the bracket, it looks like they've been on one today. So
yeah.
By no means out of the woods yet for Danny.
No pickup. Suno almost has another meter. Nice. All right, this is going to give them a nice defensive advantage. Or an offensive advantage if they decide to take it. So I think if you're Suno, you want to win this without using your burst at all costs. And as I say that...
Yeah, I think if we've learned anything from the two sets that we've had against Leos on stream today, when you can kind of just like space him out with a faster fireball and kind of overwhelm him that way and make it difficult for him to get in how he wants to, that's kind of the key to shutting him down.
Yeah. And you've got to mix...
like he has to spend some meter or like shoot some projectiles in order to get in, make him take some risks. Yeah,
take a risky air dash. There's it's super true, because if Faust is getting decent items, it's like, yeah, have fun getting in, you know, enjoy, get through meteors, 2 hammers, and a mini Faust. But with these simpler fireballs, you would think that sometimes that might make it easier, but in fact, they're usually more reliable, and also the classic bait, are you through air fireball? I'm gonna air dash over it. I think if in these...
First time I've ever seen Danny miss a DP in his life.
Yeah. Let's see.
Came out the womb hitting DP.
Although, I don't know so I've learned that Leo's fireball interacts kind of interestingly with other fireballs. So I'm curious to see how it interacts with Kai's fireball, because Kai's fireball is pretty normal. So I wonder if you could almost counter fireball back. I wouldn't mind seeing at least 1 or 2 just to kind of put that thought in Danny's head, you know, that it's like,
right,
that it's there. Oh boy. Ooh. This isn't impossible, but it's not going to be fun. Oh no, they went for the air throw, but the projectile just weaseled its way out. Yep, it was like a frame late. Cross it. Oh, it's just straight into the overhead. Oh, that was tricky too. It looked... I thought they were going to cross up. I got hit. Ooh, I don't know about... Not 100% sure on that meter burn, but that's okay. They got positive bonus. Oh, Danny's Dragon install? Uh-oh, wait, it's low life Danny. It's the Danny install.
The Danny install.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, I like that. Just keep it simple. There's Dragon install Kai can be scary, but you gotta remember it's like his moves get better, but they don't change. Like, you know, Fuja Arc is still your turn after. It's just less your turn after. It's like all the moves get like that. Where I could have swore Suno was gonna burst bait there because that's been the same burst point Danny's been hitting. Oh. When Kais do that chase down, it's so terrifying because you expect throw so much, and then the good Kais will start doing close slash. Good RC.
Wow.
Ooh,
Good
that
pick up there from Suno.
I'm so surprised that didn't combo.
Oh,
What a good DP burst. These guys are playing on a whole nother level right now. Oh, the knockdown. You just need a fireball. Just something quick and easy. Oh, but Danny was just at the right height to get over it. They know.
are you gonna mess up being too antsy for it?
They grab the DP.
Insane.
Low health Danny's unkillable. Alright, that's going to be 3-0 from Danny, but Suno Winner making those games look super close each time. Wow.
Absolutely. Wow, good stuff to both players. Danny going to be moving on to take on Lolo in our winners finals in a little bit. That's going to be exciting as hell.
For sure.
Right now, losers, we have Hybrid Civic making their first top 8 of a Guilty Ear Reloaded versus Hack and Mango, who is also technically their first top 8 because this is the first time they've entered.
Yeah, and this is going to be interesting. Hybrid, the chip when Hybrid optimizes their combo, they go, which one's the most fun? They are not concerned if it's safe, if the positive bonus there. They're looking for the wackiest, coolest setup you can think of, something that'll stretch their fingers a bit. So I'm very excited to see how this goes.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves,
Are they going to let the intros rock? Oh, let the succubuses out. Oh. I forgot how sick that I.
Just watch me, master.
Yeah, Danny's like, I would love to see the Danny Fern first 10. I want to see this. All right, let's see. Now we know Hacken. We've seen they're very good at the spacing and keeping characters out, but this is Chip Zenoff.
Yeah, Chip very different than Leo. If Chip gets hit, he's going to take way more damage, but he is so much faster. He has extra jump. He has more tools that help him get around those Arbiter sides, and you can kind of see like already putting Testament in the corner here.
Yeah, and a sign of a good Chip is these tick grabs, right? I feel like the thing that takes Chip from really good to very good are these crazy good tick grabs. Oh, but you got to be careful with your approach now.
Oh, that was a block.
Oh, dang. Hybrid almost had that round, but burst advantage. If they take this round quick, they can maintain it. Ooh. Hybrid's use of JD is super good. I'm not gonna lie. Every time they know when to place it and when it's gonna catch something.
And one thing we just kind of saw there that you do have to look out for from the Testament is that going to be that 6P.
Oh, Testament's the best 6P in the game, I would say. It's so useful.
Kind of one of her only tools to like get Chip off when you're being smothered like that, but
Yeah, her
like,
2K's not bad if there's gaps, but
yeah, Hybrid is playing tight right now.
the double cross up, the
Oh,
cross
dude,
back,
sure.
Hybrid running into it.
You're strong.
Ooh. Stop. Stop it. Ooh, yeah, like, see that right there. That is a good, that's how you can tell it's a, oh no. My kryptonite. If you're a Chip and you run into me online, please do that to me over and over. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's safe. It's chip.
Good job, being that safe.
Ooh. Hybrid taking game 1. Checking the opponent's connection. They've returned to the lobby.
Check it. Whose connections is this?
Oh wait, I will. Let me report the Danny Suno winner game.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Oh wait, did I do this right? Let's see. Ah, I did. So yeah, a new feature, by the way, we added onto the Twitch chat is the glossary feature. So if you don't know what a term means or you're looking to figure it out, type glossary, exclamation point glossary, and then the term you want to learn. And it'll take you to a link on the fighting game glossary that'll teach you all about it.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, that burst got baited. I love this patience from Hybrid. But now you're gonna have to watch out for the super. Oh, they use it for a YRC. I don't dislike that option. I think that's not bad. And now they have. Oh no. And just when you finally nail down Chip, it's like you have to deal with his gosh darn DP.
Dude, Chip is Hybrid is throwing out some wacky offense, and it's so unconventional that like you might not be able to do your standard Chip defense that you are allowed for. When you're trying to like visually watch and react and see what's happening, it can be overwhelming.
Yeah. Ooh, but a very well placed Grave Reaper right there. That was right where Hybrid wanted to go. Interesting
Back
choice.
into super.
Interesting choice to end with that there, but it does build a lot of good screen space. I think keeping the meter might have been better, but
We'll see if it ends up mattering
Oh.
here. Oh!
oh, it wall broke
Look at
backwards.
the damage!
Oh, but they bet the farm and an Arbiter sign. Oh, wait, whoops. Oh. Ooh, they navigated around the birds so well. Oh my gosh.
That was just like a coin flip.
That was such a coin flip. But Hybrid kept such a good idea of where the succubus was, and knew that the bird would go down to the succubus. Although, don't
You
get me
can
wrong.
hold it and make the bird go straight.
Yeah, that's the mix-up. But I think keeping him there would be good. What's up, Turtle? All right, Turtle is a fellow mod on Armada stream. Shout outs to
Well, I
Turtle.
remember Turtle.
Yeah,
We
Turtle's.
played Melee the one time.
That's right, we played doubles. Turtle, you're just in time for top 8 for Guilty Gear. All right, let's see. All right. Oh, Hacken
Good
doing.
job by Hacken. If they took one step forward, they would have got hit there. But good wherewithal to perfectly space that out.
Oh, they tried to keep it burst safe there, but I don't know if Hybrid was gonna burst there anyways. That would have been a very much a
Ambitious.
hero burst.
You know what? I bet Hacken's like, this is the biggest crackhead chip I've ever played. They're gonna do some burst shit.
Yeah. I'm used to playing these solid chips who are doing just nice steady pressure, and meanwhile
Like,
Hybrid.
wait, hello?
Yeah, the Hybrid special I call it. If you do Alpha Blade diagonal down into the corner and you hold the button, you will actually stay in the corner, and it's a cross up. It's so tricky. What do we got?
Oh, wild. One grab? Never mind.
Not
Hybrid doesn't
required.
need it.
That's right, Fox Gang. Yeah, you're kind of looking at the Fox of this game there, Turtle, if you want to put it into Melee terms. Fast, lots of good options, really good buttons. You could say maybe a pinch fragile, but even then, although Fox has probably a quote-unquote better health bar, I would say, than Chip, but
Yeah, Chip's a good mix between Fox and Falco.
yeah, that's a good way to put it for the Melee heads out there. Ooh, I like this. Hybrid trying to bait out options, yeah. Hacken's been preferring this YRC approach. I don't think that's a bad idea at all. Oh, they waited off the 6P. Uh-oh, what do they got?
Oh my
The Hybrid
God.
special, it's so disgusting. Oh, that's 3-0 over Hacken.
Wild for Hybrid.
Well, Turtle, let me know if you have any questions about what's going on. Oh, I see you're playing Dredge. That's cool, that's cool. But let me know if you have any questions. And if you want to know what any of the terminology we're using, use command glossary and then type the term you want to know. So,
What an absolutely insane ending to that set.
I know Hybrid's wild. I love he's a good training partner too. So, since I can beat Hybrid, that means I can technically beat Hacken. Okay, that's how it works.
Hybrid going to be moving on to face Damasaur off stream. We are going to have Lakey and Suno. We have not seen Lakey yet. Suno rocking the Leo.
Oh, is that what happened?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but Hybrid's controller disconnected in the third match.
Oh.
You know what? Shoutouts to Hacken. That's what it was. Hacken stayed back for a second to kind of
Let it reconnect.
All right, good guy Hacken.
Fantastic. Good sportsmanship.
Yeah. So yeah, Suno's still on the Leo here. I wonder who Lakey plays. But Lakey also had an impressive record coming into this too. So I think they were definitely one of the higher up 4-1ers. So and yeah, they've been on a loser's tear, 3-0ing Seri and Scythe. And Scythe took it 3-0 over Majestic, and Majestic, as we've seen, was also no slouch, so...
Yeah, Scythe also on a tear this tournament.
Yeah. Turtle, since you're good with the Twitch.televisions, what do you think of the layout? What's the opinions?
I'm a fan of Lakey putting PS5 in their name.
Ooh, a Biken. Alright, Biken's fun. Wait, why did I delete Lakey's name? Hold on, we're good. So this matchup is kind of funky because Leo's such a how's it called? Leo's definitely very strike throw, but they can also be mix-up orientated. The thing with Biken though is that their counter special really does a number on some of this, and you can even call out the DP with counter if you're ooh.
Still looking a little choppy.
A little chunky. They're feeling it out.
Alright, looks to be okay now.
Alright, yeah. Every once in a while you get one of those matches that's got to sort itself out. Oh boy.
Uh-oh. I know Lakey was having some problems with someone else earlier too.
Ooh. Alright, they're
But
gonna
I
try
think
to...
this might be another East-West Coast.
Oh boy. Alright. Alright, it looks pretty good. Alright, if you guys can hear us, go on 67.
Alright.
You hate to see it. Oh, there we go. Now the strap's on. Oh, Lakey's going for these grab loops. I think a good Biken player too also has the you have to have that confidence to do that kind of thing because your game plan's kind of straightforward. So the more you can put in options where it's like they wouldn't dare.
It's like the Milio Eno gene.
Ooh, just low on the meter. Didn't have enough for the super wall break, which would have been super nice here. Because like just like that, Biken's in.
Yeah, would have been able to avoid. Oh, I can tell the lag is messing him up a little bit.
I think it ate their air dash. Oh no.
Oh no.
We might need to run a little connection test of Rooney if it keeps up. And then yeah, we'll see though. We'll see. It looks like it's getting less common, so.
It's unfortunately seems to just be a little random.
Yeah. Let's see.
But you know that's why that's
like you go.
That's a reason that I am happy sometimes that we don't have a prize pod. Is like when stuff like this happens, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, we can take it less seriously. Obviously, we still want everyone to have a good time, but
yeah,
it's not one of those things where it's like
be competitive. Want you to try, but like at the end of the day, it's just going for practice, and it sucks that this one might not be the best for you, but we do the best we can.
Yeah.
Big cross up.
Ooh. I was half expecting Lakey to go for that counter again there because we saw them go for it just before, and like Lakey so far seems like the type of player who'd do it twice. And Lakey also doing a good job of staying like actively passive. what I mean by that is like when they're full screen, they're building meter, they're doing stuff, they're just trying to like throw out quick, safe moves that they can afford to, just to make sure that like if Leo tries to spring in or do something weird, they can catch it. Ooh.
I like that.
God. Look at the block strings. Takes the corner right back. Unstances. Oh my.
Yeah, these,
I can't
there's
believe
that,
that.
parry you were talking about does so much damage.
Yeah. You kind of have to treat it like a DP that you can wait out a little bit easier.
But
the
when
thing
it hits,
is,
you're taking like 40%.
the trade-off, so the upside to it is that if you whiff it and you have meter, you can just PRC it no matter what. Unlike a DP, where if you whiff that, you are pretty much stuck. However, the downside being, since it doesn't have like impact, you can throw it a lot easier. It's harder to mistime that. And also, if you just delay your hits just by a smidge, you know, right outside that kind of that counter range, you can really catch the PRC. So let me give Suno here their point. There we go. Stream meta, I am not fighting with you today. There we go. Oh yeah, and thanks Turtle. I appreciate it. Might need to raise the text by one touch. That's it. Alright. Ooh, we got grabs. Ooh. Ooh, uh-oh. Is it grab loop time? It is.
Like, very confident in these. Like, if a Baiken is patient enough, it's honestly kind of like tech chasing with like a sheep.
How many setups for grab does Lakey have? They pull out a new one, and it's like, okay, well, they're not grabbing here. And it's like, no, I am. They also might be going for these with the connection a little shaky. You can't drop a grab, but you can drop a combo.
True.
Ooh, this BRC slowing Leo down, locking them in. For some of the people new to fighting games or newer players, Leo is very good at escaping that kind of pressure because they have a move that's pretty invincible and pretty big. So you have to play around it a lot of times, but you can grab it and you can set up things so they can't do it. All right, 1-1.
Very fast. Yeah, very fast round two in contrast to that slower, more methodical feeling out game one.
Yeah. I think so. It's one of those things where Suno, I think, has to find a way to kind of counter Lakey's very active style, but at the same time, be very patient on offense, if that makes sense. It's hard to do when you have these. I think Lakey has a very interesting play style, and it's going to be tough to play against because. Yeah, there you go, nice. I like using the fireball setup a little bit more than just raw hits because, yeah, Lakey's shown they're not afraid to use the counter. Ooh. What a good backdash, though. Lakey knowing right when to... These low tatamis. Yeah. Good luck. Ooh. No. Lakey kicked their router really hard. The router tech. RC into... Yeah. Nothing scarier than a crazy offensive opponent, and your match is lagging.
Honestly, it's just like if you're already being hit, the lag just really sucks.
Yeah. It's like, oh man. Oh, the fake tatami. Ooh, that danger state taking away a little bit of that meter. It is just a pinch, so it probably won't matter too much, but you never know. And super. Yeah. Alright. Connection stabilized. It's going to go up 2-1 for Suno. I wonder... Okay, so if I'm... Now Suno's got a good read on Lakey's pattern. This is good. They both are pretty much able to adjust to each other in a single round. But Suno kind of has that momentum leap. Because if you continue this pattern, right? Lakey adjusts to Suno, and then Suno adjusts back, Suno's going to win. So Lakey needs to find a way to adjust, but then also know how to keep it going into that fifth game. Oh.
It's like the players are talking about the connection.
Ooh, okay. If they want, we can try to run a connection test.
You see if they want to finish off stream, if that helps.
Okay. Because although it's minimal, you know, playing with spectators does affect the connection us, you know, a slight bit.
All right, they said fuck it, we ball. I love it.
All right, let's go. All right. So there is strategy too to playing in laggy conditions. Sounds funny to say, but keeping your combo simple is one. One thing I found that helps too, if I have a very laggy opponent, if I get a chance to RC, I try to RC drift up. Even if it's not my optimal combo, it gives me more time to kind of time my button, and it makes it a little bit harder to like miss, right? It's going to be tough for, honestly, playing against both these characters, because it's hard to see. It's going to be hard to see when Leo bursts forward like that, and it's also going to be harder to find your spots against Baiken if you're having a hard time seeing the mix-ups. So it's going to be, catching the backdash. Yeah, I want to see Suno almost do that like every time. Oh, and that was supposed to be air throw, but it worked out. Unless it wasn't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh boy, is chunking. Oh, nice. That beats out the tatami. And nice. I like not going for the classic follow-up there. Yeah, look at Lakey. Just, it's Kabari spam. I think when you're seeing that Kabari spam, it might not be bad to throw at least. Oh, that was risky because...
A fireball at you.
Yeah. That's so risky instead of just going into RC into kill because counter could just come out. Are you trapped here, or am I... Did you trap me with you, or am you trapped with me? It's like that one silly Potemkin combo with like the 10 2Ps.
Yeah.
Oh, blocks the gold
I mean,
burst.
honestly, like, getting tethered can be such a double-edged sword no matter what character it is.
Yeah. Every character has tether combos. Alright, good stuff to Suno, playing through the conditions, making the best of it. And that last match looked fairly smooth, at least from our side, too.
Yeah, there's a couple spots, but, you know,
Yeah.
online tournament, you do what you do.
Yeah. But shoutouts to Lakey, too. I really like how they kind of played Baiken. I think it's just, once you catch on to that playstyle, it's a little tricky to adjust. And it's hard to kind of go from that Baiken to the more like steadfast chill Baiken. The more, what's the right way to put it? The more Lord Knight style Baiken. Oh shit.
But we are moving on to our winners finals. Lolo versus Danny, Battle of the Undefeateds. Lolo looking to be the second person ever to win 2 Guilty Gears. Danny looking to take his first.
And for those who don't know, these are both top 50 players in North America. They are extremely strong. I know Rex was telling me that he doesn't like this matchup as Kai, but if you're watching Rex, this is a good match to watch. Ooh, yeah. Mixing in these throws is so powerful. Yeah, keeping it pretty hard to burstable.
Yeah.
At this point, yeah, you probably just take it.
Yeah, it's nice because you get them to a low enough health anyways, where by the time it is burstable, it's not worth it.
Yeah. Wow. Danny's really going for these throws, and then right when you think they're going for too many throws, they go for the meaty. It's they even throwing the commentators off. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, just totally locking Lolo out of their burst for so much of these games.
Well, it was like I would like to play. Oh, the cross up. Ooh, I was about to say one burst bait, and that could be a very close to dead Kai, but yeah, no luck.
Yeah. Danny's use of like heavy fireball is putting so much pressure on Gold Lewis.
Yeah, because Gold Lewis is so slow. Gold Lewis sure can get around it by, doing an IAD, or maybe you can gun through it, send out a drone, something, but it's not. It's so slow that you can usually react to the option.
Lolo's lose message is lag.
Oh, that's right, yeah. It's my Rocket League strategy. You say easy when you score a goal, and you say lag when they score a goal. It's very toxic. I'm not the nice guy I am in fighting games in Rocket League. I'm very toxic.
Toxic Karma and Gilbert.
Toxic Karma and Gilbert. Oh,
That
ooh.
was on deck.
Yeah. Oh, just out of range. I like the air block, forcing it so you can't get grabbed very easily, and you don't have to eat a high-low. Or the BRC to try and catch something, but get a load of this. You're... Oh, the...
Danny gets to build so much burst from a distance with those fireballs, so by the time you actually do commit to an approach, you have an RC to kind of back yourself up.
That stun dipper went under 2P.
Hell yeah.
Dandy's in full control of the match. Oh, I got the score backwards. Let's fix that. Sorry. Oh, boy. Alright, this should be... Alright, it's Lolo time.
Yeah, when you do finally get in and get your hands on Kai, so to say, you
Oh, man.
don't want to let him go. It took
Danny's...
so much work just to get there.
Nice IBFD. Try and get a little space so you can get something started, but Danny knows exactly what to use to get in. I wonder who's the better psychic. Is it Daigubus or Danny? Probably Danny. Alright, there we go, Lolo. There we go. Probably not going to have burst for this last round, but that's okay. You got another round. Nice.
Honestly, with how Danny's been like structuring his combos anyways, it might not be as big of a factor as it normally would.
He's got to watch out for this burst here. This is how Danny takes back the momentum. Alright, I like the trade. Yes. Sets Danny up with a classic trap. I think RC there might have been able to kill. Ooh, definitely a missed opportunity. But you've got, yeah, PRC. Oh no, just let it rock. Oh, just let it rock. Sending a message. Hey, you
Lolo
can't...
on the board.
Lolo on the board. Lolo with the big punch saying, you cannot do what... Look, easy, easy. Oh my god. So easy. Alright, I like it. Lolo brought my Rocket League energy here. But, I mean, the big punch makes such a statement, too. I mean, Danny's mentality is going to be fortified, but at the very least, it sends a message, hey, you can't do whatever you want to me when I'm defending. You have... Because Danny was just running a circus that first round. Oh, the stomp! Lolo's, Lolo's stomp at the start is a pretty good round start for Gold Lewis. It beats a lot of things. Ooh, surprised we
Good
didn't see
block.
a jump cancel.
Honestly, just blocking that DP forced the burst out and puts you in such a good spot as Lolo. But the burst gets baited right back.
Yeah, the perfect round. Yeah. That was like the perfect spacing. Alright. Lolo wants to take this more than anything. They didn't have the meter.
I think they thought they did.
Oh, no. Might have looked at the wrong bar. Guy has a lot of moves that are going to be pesky for Gold Lewis to deal with, but... Ooh, empty jump. I love that. That's terrifying. When someone can just empty jump in your face, it's like, oh boy. That was fast.
That was huge.
The hard to blockable. Alright, we got headbutts going. Drone. Keeping that DP under wraps. And Lolo is super good at using some of this dash momentum to make sure these Behemoth Typhoons keep going, so you can't YRC out, and you have to take all this chip damage.
Yeah, even FDing every single one of these hits and blocking them, you're still taking significant chip every time.
And I like how Danny elects for Dire Clate when you're going to break the wall, because it puts that shock state on them, and it also helps. And it's like it's barely less damage than the DP, so it's a completely worth it trade-off. Oh. Ooh. All right, Lolo's got their burst back, but it's gonna be tough to use it. Danny's so good at not letting you get a good burst on them. Oh, just wait, wait. Oh, the lightning's ridden. All right, that's 2-1 for Danny. But Lolo showing a lot of signs of life, kind of locking in a bit. Danny's so good at being exactly where they want to be at all times. That's kind of their biggest strength, is that they know where they want to be, and they can keep you where you don't want to be. My mom is watching this with me. Aw. If you're serious, let's go. Shoutouts to Miss Burb. All right, I like that. Nice combo there. Keep it simple. Yeah, keep it burst safe, right? If you can take a burst away from Danny or reduce Danny's burst value to 0, that's gonna be so powerful. That's something that Danny's been using to turn the momentum around so much in these matches. Breakthrough.
Great YRC. Now
I got baited.
getting rid of that drone.
I hate my mom. Alright, calm down. Misses the DP punish. Oh no.
That was such a wonky interaction. It's like they both swung through each other.
He's getting bursted. So that's the weird part about Kai's DP. There's a lot of times when alright, Lolo took the burst with them.
Laser and a gun. Don't know if I've seen that one before.
Yeah. So if you're gonna have the round go that way, you might as well take the burst with you. Oh boy. Shock state. Ooh. Lolo's trying to find their way out of the corner here. Stun edge. Danny just keeping this nice and easy peasy safe. Just throwing out moves right where Goldlewis wants to start going, but ooh. Nice. They waited for DP there. All right, going for throws, trying to throw a DP here. Get some safe damage in. Yes. Oh boy. I definitely want to see a game 5. Oh. Watch out for the RC though. What's the RC option? Oh boy. Just catches. Oh, this is, yeah, you ran out of meter. All right. Danny's still, though, at a burst advantage, so this is going to be a tough round, but one burst bait from Lolo, and it goes right. All right. Nice instant block to keep him close. Yeah, there comes it. Kind of just have to eat it. I can't believe the drone didn't come out in time. Oh, that's some big damage.
Lolo really wants to bring this to a game 5.
Uh-oh.
Wow, what a stun dipper. Holy crap. Last chance at life?
Stun Dipper RC, though, is king.
Nay.
What is it? Anyone there?
And see, even at the top, actually, yeah, they do sound a little bit like Terry, don't they? But yeah, even at the top level, Kai's only want one thing when they got 50 bar. They want Stun Dipper. They want Stun Dipper RC so bad. All right, Lolo's got this 2-2. We got the game 5 that I wanted. Now I'm just excited to see who wins. Uh-oh. Are my bots taking a break? Why are they not pulling up the bracket for you?
Duel 1.
Well, not sure what's going on.
Raining down those projectiles, because, like, what's Goldlewis gonna do about it, you know?
Yeah, it's okay. But Lolo's gonna have the burst tempo here, so if they can get a nice big, a good solid hit in. Oh, just out of range. No RC. Oh yeah, this is gonna be Danny's round for sure.
Danny off to a huge start here. Lolo gonna get their burst back much sooner though.
Yeah, which is gonna be important. You want to try to finish this round without using it, or using it hyper early. Because Kai's not the biggest burst builder, but if you're doing a lot of heavy fireball shenanigans, you can build it pretty fast.
if you get it back and you find yourself in a good position, I would let it rip, especially because Danny's so good at like spacing it.
Yeah. Yep. Ooh. Yep.
That wrist
Dan?
rage is getting cranked.
Oh, good RC to catch the punish, but oh, the burst bait, no.
Crazy.
Not like, can Lolo find their way out? Oh, but the Kai, no one's immune to the Kai 5D.
Good stuff. Danny taking that one 3-2. Very close set. That is the best that either of them, or I guess that's the biggest challenge that either of them have had this bracket so far. Neither one has been taken to game 5.
Oh, for sure. And I think Lolo will can get another chance. They just have to make it out of losers finals. They're gonna have to face either last week's winner Damasaur or Suno winner, who's just he's played
On a tear tonight.
yeah, for sure. Damasaur took it 3-1 over Hybrid. Really good stuff to Hybrid Civic. Shout outs to them. Being able to get it this far and take a game off Damasaur is a huge accomplishment. Hey, Hacken Mango, while you're here, how should we pronounce your name? Is it like Haken? Is it Hakan or Hacken? Oh gosh. So,
All right, this is our loser semis. So winner will go on to face Lolo. Loser will be out at 4th place. This is kind of the first time we've had a Leo get to fight like a more aggressive character. Like Baiken sorta, but that was like a weird scenario. Like there's some lag, there's a lot of grabs going on. Before this, we just got to see like Leo versus the Testament, and this is going to be totally different. When Leo actually has a easier path to get in on you, I think we're gonna see them have a much easier time in neutral than they were before.
I agree. And it's like Soul is kind of like I wouldn't say a worse version of Leo, but the thing is, Leo does a lot of the things that Soul can do, either just as good or a pinch better, or the few things that Soul does better than Leo, it's only by a bit. So it's kind of a tricky situation. But then again, Soul's such a well-rounded character, in my opinion, that it's like it doesn't matter. And they also have the 5K.
The differences are quite minuscule at the end of the day. Like they're both very viable characters and strong.
Yeah.
Dom getting a burst back, but probably going to hang on to it here. This should be it. Oh no, he's waiting for the burst and ended up missing the combo for it.
The biggest difference is that Leo can play this like kind of mix-up left-right game, while Soul's mix-ups are going to be high-low or strike-throw. And Leo can also do those as well, so it's just like you're pigeonholed into fewer options, but those options are still pretty strong. Damasaur with burst advantage going into the last round. Ooh. I love the run cancel there. Builds so much screen space. Cool, and Damasaur not falling prey to the classic Soul, forcing themselves to use 6H at the
Good hold on to the burst. Fantastic backdash, and now this is a game again.
Oh, what a combo! Yo! Damasaur, that was sick.
Alright, one more big opening for either one. That was insane. Wow, what an air grab. Both of them with the burst.
Incredibly close game. Wow.
I can't believe how close that got.
That's what I mean. Soul has some of these, I will say Soul's combo game could arguably, I would say, be argued that it's a little bit better than Leo's, just because Soul has so many great combos extenders that can get you so much screen space, while Leo usually has to spend a little meter to kind of get that screen space. Otherwise, their combos kind of go mid screen with no meter and no like great back turn stuff usually aren't great off of just like a grounded hit. Just the run up 2K 2D.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta do that, like represent, like, hey, I can just do like kind of a fast low sometimes, and you have to respect that. It's nice.
Yeah, it's good for catching Leo's other approaches besides 2D.
2D famously puts you off the ground.
And the zero, it's so funny. I for the picture last week for Damasaur, the meme picture, I mentioned how Soul's Jump H has 0 recovery frames, which is true. The minute that move ends, you can instantly start doing another thing. Like, then when the active frames are over, you start. So it's very funny to see a crazy combo with 4 of them in it last round. Last game, I should say. Ooh. That's the classic Soul mix-up. It's just, you do that move, and then you just walk back just a pinch, and you do it again. It baits the opponent into doing an option. Oh, that's so fast. Damasaur's like, give me that game back.
When the Soul gets a good read on you and can hit those wild throws, it's such a good advantage.
I'm going to... There we go. Fighting with the scoreboard is fun. And Hybrid's such a good sport. Rooting for Damasaur in chat, saying let's go. There's 2 types of players. The type who lose to a player and say, you got to take my tags to the end. You got to make it worth it. And then there's other ones that are like, I hope you lose. I hope you you lose everything. All right, let's see. Okay, just catching Suno here with meaties. I think Suno's trying to counter some of these weight setups with a bit of just wake up buttons. Oh, and had the right idea to go for the dash forward grab, but just didn't go the full commit. Oh boy.
We call on the Bandit Revolver, they're beating that out with the DP, but it's gonna be big damage there from Dom.
Wow. I'm surprised there wasn't enough time to get the counter out. It's one thing with back turn stance you have to be careful for. For those who don't know, when you're in back turn stance where Leo kind of turns around and has, well, his back to the screen, Leo gets access to a lot of really fast, powerful moves that mix you up pretty well. But the big problem is he can't block and he also can't jump. So there are some big disadvantages to it, but it's definitely one of Leo's strongest states. Like, he's in...
Yeah. I would say it's generally considered an advantage state.
Yeah. However, when Soul has a... Oh. When Soul has an absolute ton of meter... No, you're good. Oh. Speaking of Soul having meter... Yeah, you have to watch out for these risky options. Oh. Is that... Wait. Is that 3-1?
I believe it is.
Or is the scoreboard just not updating? We'll see what the players do.
I lied one more.
Okay. It is 2-1. It's 2-1. These matches are so close, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes while commentating.
You know, it's been a few hours, been a long day.
Yeah. The caffeine I chugged before this is starting to get lower and lower. Oh, that's going to be a big punish, but it takes a burst. Good grab. So yeah, when Leo's running that cross up on you, you can grab out of it. Oh no, and then the Soul start doing this to you, and it feels so bad. That's the mental breaker. Yeah. Damasaur's going for the finish. If they can break the mental just like this, it's so mean. If I'm Suno, I might have been okay with just sitting back, maybe throwing 1 or 2 little projectiles. I know there's counterplay to them, but just throwing one out there. Okay, there we go. Alright, take the burst. That's one thing I haven't seen Suno do a lot of, is like do those 2 close slashes into jump cancel for the burst bait. Suno really wanted to go to the 2 meters for the big finisher here.
Oh!
Messed up the input. That's okay. Wow, good 5k from Damasaur. Choosing an option that would cover the gap and also cover if they jump.
Nice, I love the double cross up.
That was tricky.
I think you kind of like feign using your second burst, right? Or your second RC.
Yeah. Oh, the trans, the guard point. The guard stance is super good here too. I think it'll be, if you can use it properly in this match. There's the burst bait. This is, I think, going to be a big difference maker in these matchups, is if you can get a burst out of these really tough players.
One more big hit should seal this one up for Suno.
Yeah. Or just 2 little hits.
2-2.
2-2. 2 taps for 2-2. And 2 entries for the score for Strino. Wow. I'm curious what the... So game 5, both these characters have some wild round starts and some very safe round starts. I'm curious what they're going to go for.
Yeah. Coming down to the wire though, super competitive set. Suno has kind of been like playing like almost on another level from what we've seen from them before, so good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I wonder which kind of soul Damasaur's going to pull out for this last group. Oh, they're pulling out the
Love
Solium
it.
Soul. Oh, yep. Now Suno's playing Hyper Burst Conscience, which I think you have to in these like really
Oh
tough
my
matchups.
god, it's so patient too.
Is this kill? No, and it keeps the corner. That's broken.
I think it missed.
Oh, it missed?
I could be wrong, but I did like absolutely nothing then.
We'll have to check the instant replay. And by that I mean I'll check the bot later. Yeah. Honestly, I don't even think that's bad for Damasaur. You force them to take a burst there.
Yeah, you just gotta make sure you capitalize it onto here.
So that stance where kind of Leo puts a sword in front of him, back of him too, that's called guard stance. A lot of times that will absorb a blow as long as it's not a low. So it's very tricky to kind of get around. Soul has a lot of good mids too, so... Ooh.
Can't block that either.
No RC cancel? It might not have killed.
It would not have.
Damasaur's really holding on to this meter. Oh, I think their input got crossed up because I thought I heard
Yeah.
Soul say Fafnir.
The double cross up did it again.
And
So Suno moving on.
super quick game 5, but oh man, good stuff to Damasaur, taking home a 4th place. This is a mega stacked bracket too. This is tough. Any other day, and that looked pretty even too. I bet game 6, I think it could have easily been in Damasaur's favor. Just that
Oh yeah, I mean, down to the wire, of course. Like, every single game could have gone the other way.
it all came down kind of to that awkward round start with that Fafnir. Fafnir's great for catching backdash, and there's some high reward off it, but it's very risky, especially when something like that happens, or if it gets jumped. Ooh. So now we're gonna have Lolo versus Suno winner.
Yeah, one of these players is gonna get their run back against Danny.
Yeah, both these players I bet are super hungry for it. But and Lolo's definitely a player we see get stronger over time when playing against the players. So
I'm not surprised to see Suno kind of start off hot here, especially when you just finished such an intense set. Like, you're kind of in the zone already. Lolo was waiting, so they're gonna have to kind of find their footing for a second.
So this matchup's in a way plays a little bit similarly to the Kai matchup, but the difference is the moves Leo has that kind of reach at these pesky ranges also move Leo forward a good deal. So Lolo, I think, either went for a PRC there or bet the farm. So let's see. Oh.
Nice. The classic, I know you're gonna jump over my fireball.
Yep. Because it's kind of a lose-lose situation. Endo or Suno winner at such low life there that they end up the chip damage just from the Behemoth type runes would have been enough probably anyways.
Yeah.
Ooh, the TK overhead. Oh boy. Alright, let's... I love the laugh when you RC with Golos. The ha!
I have different voices on than you, so I don't hear it. Or like I do, but it sounds different.
Did you see that BRC air throw?
Yeah, wild.
Lolo's pulling out the sneaky advanced stuff. But Suno takes that round. About even on burst, but if Leo gets this hit really quick, they could take it to the corner.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
No, yeah. They're playing very careful. Oh.
Great DP.
Alright, good choice on the heavy one, getting those extra hits, forcing the DP from Lolo kind of early here. Oh. The BRC getting the slowdown. Yeah. Normally, Gold Lewis's Fire Slash is so fast, it's very hard to contest, but almost all of Leo's moves are just as fast, so there's going to be a lot of trades with that. It's very spooky. Alright, let's see. How good is Suno going to smell out the next grab?
I don't know, Lolo's in a very strong position right here.
Yo, really good RC there from Suno. Look how close that was, though.
I know. Can't even see the health bar out here.
Lolo was able to build up another burst by the end of that. That's wild. I think it came in just at the last second. Probably didn't expect to have it. And even then, I don't even know if you would have time to get it out.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
There it goes. Ooh, using the guard stance to get through the Behemoth Typhoon. Oh wow, Suno's hungry for this run back. Oh, and 2 sticks a meter. This is going to be so tricky to deal with. And positive bonus, it's going to end up being a third.
Good stuff from Lolo making their way out of the corner, though. They did not want to get stuck in there again.
Really good blocks, too, and even squeezes in a burst bait into that sequence.
Good job not breaking the wall there.
Oh,
Crazy gold burst. Insane.
dead. Lolo really making the best of that situation and turning it around so fast. Ooh, yeah, the spacing was a little awkward on that, so you got a little punish off that. Oh, with the counter, I was just thinking, oh, what if he uses counter right there? Oh, wow. I like Lolo kind of not going for too many of these cross-ups. They kind of tested it that first round and saw that Suno was willing to DP it.
That was so much damage from blocking the hits.
Hey, that's the Gold Lewis way, right? Why open up your opponent when you can just hit their shield over and over?
Seems fine to me.
It works for me. I'm happy about it. But Lolo's placing of these moves is so pesky too, because normal solutions aren't going to work, and you're going to have to like kind of adapt on the fly to what some of these advanced block strings are. And if you're not used to it, it can be a death sentence. And then there's the great equalizer. The Leo heavy DP. Oh yeah. And look at this. Suno's so good at mixing up their strings too and trying and using different buttons in different spots, because it makes it so hard to predict what they're going to do next. Lolo's very patient. Oh,
Great pickup. This is going to be massive damage.
into a terrible situation. And using the drone to extend it. Yo.
Bender.
Lolo got that round 1 download, and they said, all right. It's all about who wants to beat Danny. Oh, they interrupted the 2P. That's so good. Oh, good block on the... Suno's like, I've had enough. Stop it.
Lolo's like, I am an intellectual as you triple D misses.
Me, an intellectual. Uh-oh. Alright, hold on. Lolo might be having a little too much fun. Alright, Lolo, you gotta tighten it up. It's Leo time. Oh, there you go, there you go. Okay, okay.
That was a
They found
that was
the
a
gift.
risky dust.
It was. Wait, oh, let me guess. Oh, I make a mistake on the score, and now Stream Meta's like, I'm gonna update instantly for the first time tonight. Oh wow, yeah, this losers finals here. If Lolo takes this, they're gonna fight Danny again, and I know they're hungry to fight Danny again.
Yeah, 3-2 extremely close, but Suno not one to let things go.
And this is a huge match for Suno too. If Suno takes this, this would be an amazing win for them.
And the Canadian verse not quite punished.
Ooh. That's so
What a
good
great
against...
hit through the drone.
So when you hit Gold Lewis, the drone goes away, and the guard point is so good against that because it takes the... Wait, what happens? Oh, that through the wall? Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
The
I'd be
backwards.
upset if I was Suno.
Right back at you.
Just kidding, it's fine.
Sometimes that's what you have to do too. The anything you can do, I can do better type thing. Except...
Yeah. I was looking like me and Dom on week 2. Oven Dom, not Dom, sorry.
Yeah. Although, interesting thing though, I call that the monkey see, monkey do. You can use that to your advantage. If you catch your opponent doing that, sometimes you can bait them into doing similar options in the same situation, and then you can play around that. I've definitely like thrown someone twice in a row, and then when I'm defending, they go to throw me right away, and I backdash it for a punish. Because I'm like...
Because it reminds them that the option exists.
Yeah. And if you're playing against... If you can tell the opponent's kind of prideful, you know they're going to want to do it back to you. You're like, alright, hold on. Yeah, that's a little awkward for Gold Lewis to deal with just because he has an okay low, but it's not really the best at dealing with it. By the time he gets in range and gets it out, it's all you have to do is let go of a button if you're Suno. Okay, good grab. Grabs the DP there. Oh boy. Oh, that's going to do it.
Lolo taking it 3-1 over Suno. Good stuff to Suno getting 3rd place. I think that's their farthest that they've made it in one of these, and certainly the farthest with such a stacked bracket.
I think they've had another 3rd. I could be wrong, but either way, still an amazing placement, and losing to Lolo is nothing to be ashamed of. Lolo is a crazy, crazy good player. And I know, and Suno made that look really, really close too. That's
Yeah.
anyone's game there. But we're in grand finals. We're gonna have
Danny and Lolo.
That's right, DM Danny.
Gold Lewis Kai. Danny on winner's side, so they only need to win 1 set. Lolo needs to win 2.
Yeah, and that's a tall order. I think Lolo can definitely take a set off Danny, but 2, that's gonna be tough. Although a pretty good warm up. Lolo was just dealing with a character with a terribly annoying DP. And we just saw Danny too. They just mixed up their DP habit on the fly too. They were like, they're using that kind of multi-game conditioning. What
Good
a bait!
stuff.
That's, yeah. That's something a lot of top players will do against you is they will bait that burst all the way to the ground. When I was playing against Smuggles, that's something they would do too. They would commit to that burst bait forever.
Yeah, honestly, if you land, it's still not like a disadvantage for you.
No. A lot of times it'll be a knockdown. And, you know, it's like, okay, I'll take that. But just like that, the burst is already kind of even, but you're going to have to take this and take it fast. Oh boy, these two are spacing around each other, just staying right out of range of the problem buttons. Breakthrough. Danny's about to have a meter though, so now it's... You have to watch out for 2 things. You have to watch out for DPRC, and you have to watch out for Stun Dipper RC. But Lolo says, nah, I'll just hit him. Danny with a really good reaction to the specific Behemoth Typhoon. Danny's definitely done their Gold Lewis homework for sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, both these players are so good in.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have plans for every matchup at the top level. Like, you don't get the top 50 without being pretty much ready for everything.
Oh, for sure. It's one of those things, though, too. Even there's a few top players who have even said, I didn't want to take all that time to learn all the different Gold Lewis Behemoth Typhoons. I'll just play them like normal. And, well,
Doesn't work.
yeah. You regret it when you're in that situation, and then you love that you did it. Oh, yeah. Really good RC.
Game 1 going to Danny. Looked fairly, I don't want to say convincing, but they had a pretty good control over neutral, I want to say.
Yeah. That's how these matches are going to go. If you play Kai, super strong, and stream edit didn't update. I'm having struggles. But if you play that matchup really strong, you can definitely deal with some very interesting things. I'm going to try it this way.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Running attorney's breaking my thought. But if you play Kai very
Guys, we gotta
strong,
stop breaking Sun Puppy.
there we go. If you're running Kai and you're playing Kai this well, it is very hard for any other character besides maybe Happy Chaos, Chip, and maybe Ram to be in charge of neutral. It's so difficult. Yeah.
Wow.
Lola's getting caught with these burst baits, and now they're in such a terrible position this game.
It sucks because, like, Gold Lewis kind of relies on that a little bit. Like, he's not the best character defensively. You kind of have to sit there and take a bunch and then make a good call. So losing your burst like that and then getting hit for it really sucks.
Yeah. All right. It's really what you do. I think the secret against Kai is what you do after these situations where Danny ends with a special move. And it's hard for Gold Lewis to do a lot right there because they don't have anything really fast and really, like, pokey. They have that. But the minute you do that, Danny catches on. And
Danny is all over Lolo.
Danny's a frightening person to play against, too. Like, it's hard to tell you how much your mental gets shaken when playing against Danny. Alright, if I'm Lolo... Alright, Lolo's jumping right back in. I would have taken a minute to kind of let that momentum settle, but... Hey.
Lolo's like, nah, we ball.
We ball.
Duel 1.
Alright, pretty good song for this last one. Ooh. I like that round start from Danny a lot because it covers a lot of things. It's like a dash block into the 2P, which is very fast. And Danny's just swinging buttons in front of Gold Lewis, knowing that, like, I hope you run into it. Oh, what a high vapor thrust.
That's that optimal heavy character combo stuff. Oh my god.
Hard knockdown, Ride the Lightning. Oh,
Run up, charge dust.
Danny's in full
It's been like
control.
3 perfects this set so far.
IFC. Alright, Lolo's gonna need a heck of a round right here.
Still has burst, so it's definitely not out of the woods or anything like that, but Danny is on one right now.
Lolo's gotta find a way to deal with Danny swinging all these buttons right in front of them, right in front of their range. Kai's recovery isn't like the crazy highest on a lot of these moves, so it's like, it's really easy to get another one out in time.
Yo.
The BRC shenanigans. Alright, chooses to not build a lot of bursts. Okay, good BRC. Get the pressure started. Good use of wires. Oh, that takes it? Wow.
Good stuff to Danny.
Danny's a
He is
monster.
your Guilty Ear Reloaded number 16 champion.
And the curse is broken. We've had 2 people win with the same character.
For the first time in 4.5 months.
I mean, we have the number 2 Kai who won it first. Blue, I'd say Fern 22. And now we have the number 1 Kai. And arguably, Danny's making their way up to the number 1 player in North America. Taking it 3-0. Wow. Super good stuff for both of them. Shout out to
let
Danny.
us run down our top 8 here again for you guys. 7th place, Hybrid. Or I'm sorry, wow, no, they got 5th. 7th place, Haken Mango and Scythemark. 5th place, we have Hybrid Civic and Lakey. 4th place, Damasaur. 3rd place, Suno. 2nd place, Lolo. And again, our champion is Danny.
Oh, for sure. Shoutouts to Shout outs to everyone who entered, the new people, the people who've been entering forever. Shout outs to Danny. Yeah, Danny, you're correct. You're definitely, if if you have 1,000 fans on one of them, you know the rest of the copy pasta. Shout outs to Mexico. Mexico looking like a very, very strong region for Guilty Gear. We're gonna find someone to raid as well. But while I'm
How do you feel about raiding Ginger?
Ginger?
Yeah.
What's Ginger up to? Playing.
He's going for rank 1 on the melee ladder right now.
Ooh, that could be pretty good.
Get you guys exposed to a little bit of melee.
I'm about it. Let's spread the love. We've rated some Guilty Gear players the last few times. Well, why don't we go for? Speaking of number 1, rank 1. Why don't we head on over there? Ginger's really cool, fellow Michigan native. So shout outs to them. Watch your replays for sure. I know there's a lot of newer players here. The best thing I can suggest is watch your replays and not focus on how do I block that or oh I got grabbed there. Focus on how did I get there. And feel free to watch. And if you have questions, ask people for advice. Ask for a game with some of these great players. I'm sure most of them will say yes if they have time or they're not busy. Everyone here is real nice. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Let's get this raid going.
Thanks everyone. We'll see you again next week.
Let's see. Typing's hard. Yeah. Show some love to Ginger. Super cool person. If you're into competitive fighting games, there you go. Bye. Alright, and the raid.